Welcome to Mustang Stadium on the campus of McArthur High School, where the McArthur Mustangs take on the Mustangs of Mandarin out of Jacksonville. The 5th annual Broward County National High School Football Showcase, bringing together some of the nation's premier high school football programs for a week of elite competition and a showcase of the country's top emerging talent. Starting tonight, August 21st, all the way through the 29th, South Florida welcomes nationally recognized powerhouses and elite programs from across the country, creating a must-see destination for high school football fans, college recruiters, and media from around the nation. The Broward Educational Foundation, President CEO James Knapp, Director and Co-founder Sean Sarah, Director and co-founder Dr. Kevin Perry, brings you this Broward Football Showcase, brought to you by Beacon Sports. Excited to be here. Ari Shannock along with Coach Steve Davis, 4-time Broward Coach of the Year, State Coach of the Year back in 2002. Coach Davis, when you won the state championship over at Blanche Ely, great to have you along.
Thanks, Ari. I'm really excited to be here tonight. It's Friday night football in South Florida. You love it. Two great teams that we're looking to see play tonight.
And what a way to kick off, as you said, with Mandarin and McArthur. Next week, we've got West Broward taking on the team out of Georgia, McEachern, over at Western High School. And then back at McArthur, Chaminade, Madonna, and Sierra Canyon out of California. That's next Thursday. And then next Friday, Coconut Creek versus True North at Coconut Creek High School. We'll be back here at McArthur for Western and Pine Creek, Colorado. And then also a couple other matchups on the 28th. American Heritage hosting East St. Louis out of Illinois. Archbishop McCarthy taking on Jacksonville Bulls. That'll be at Archbishop McCarthy. And then the event concludes with 2 ESPN games. Columbus against Bishop Gorman out of Nevada, and St. Thomas Aquinas hosting DeSoto out of Texas. What a lineup.
What a lineup. I tell you, all right, there is not anywhere in the country, I think, that has put together this type of talent and these type of games. And people don't realize it's all right here in Broward County that this is taking place. And the people that put on here in the county that put on this showcase do an outstanding job. I mean, because those, just the name, those are the top teams in the country that are playing right here in Broward County.
It's a little tough to hear you right now because the band is blaring. The crowd is excited. What enthusiasm here to kick this off as the Mustangs of McArthur take the field in those all-black uniforms. They look pretty formidable in those unis.
They look sharp tonight. Both teams look really good. Two well-coached teams. I think we're in for a real treat tonight with both teams and ready for some football. Let's kick it off.
So the Mandarin Mustangs out of Jacksonville, they've won 10 consecutive season openers. They've only, interesting, Coach Davis, they've only played 2 Broward County teams in their history. And one of them was in the Class 4M state semifinals when they defeated Monarch 52-21.
Okay.
That was back in December of 23. And then the other time was a loss to St. Thomas Aquinas, 56-28 in the regular season back in 2019.
Okay.
It'll be Mandarin kicking off. The kicker, Alam Huzrovic. Huzrovic, a junior kicker. And he will be kicking off. Marquise Wright is back to receive for McArthur. Along with Samaj Flowers. Also back there, we'll see quite a bit of Sherrod Gourdine, the University of Miami commit.
Yeah, and he's a good-looking kid, too. I saw him before the game. He's a really good-looking player for Coach Cristobal.
And here we go. Broward County National High School Football Showcase underway here at McArthur. Banging ahead on the return. Good kickoff coverage there from Mandarin.
Yeah, Mandarin showing respect to McArthur's athletes back there. They kicked it kind of short, so McArthur's going to get the ball here in pretty decent field position here coming out after the kickoff. They don't want to kick to those speedsters deep back there.
McArthur will take the field with their offense for the first time here, opening up the event, and led by the 6'5" senior quarterback in Jackson Stroud. And as you said, Coach Davis, he's a legit 6'5".
Yeah, Jackson is what we used to call a long drink of water. He's a tall kid, 6'5", 6'6", and he has a pretty good arm. He's able to spin it. I saw him in pregame warm-ups. So we'll see what he does tonight.
Yeah, they like his accuracy throwing the ball. He's got 3 receivers to the left.
Oh!
Dangerous, and it's picked off.
Whoa.
Wow, blowing that play up. What a read by Mandarin. It's Bryson Wright.
Yeah, that was what you had there. You had a bunch trip set down here to the bottom, and they were just trying to open the game with a little quick screen out here, and Bryson read it.
Yeah, let's go down to the sideline reporter, Caitlin Taylor.
I've had a chance to talk to both of the coaches, and you can feel the excitement from both sides of the field. Coach Toby Bullock of Mandarin High School shares with me that he prepared his athletes so that they understand the importance of this game. Even through this hard moment, you can tell that he's relaxed and ready as he's joking around with me even during the interview. You can also feel the pride in head coach Robert Ortega of McArthur High School's boys. He said that it all starts with preparation from 5 a.m. workouts to film watching sessions that all lead up to today's game. Back to Ari.
Thank you so much, Caitlin. Great job down there, and we'll be hearing reports from Caitlin Taylor throughout the game. So the first play from scrimmage for the Mustangs of Mandarin was a running play in which they lose a couple, Coach Davis. A swarming defense. McArthur's known for their defense.
Yeah, there's some good-looking kids down there. I know the defensive lineman there, number 0, Caleb St. Fleur, committed to Temple. He's a really good-looking player. And then, like you said, the 2 defensive backs they have, number 1, Sherrod Gordine going to Miami, and also Jalen Jones, number 4, another Miami commit. So you got 2 Hurricane commits in the secondary. So they're formidable defense. And after that first play, they look like they have a lot of speed.
So a good beginning for both defenses. Mandarin turns McArthur over on the first play from scrimmage. Almost like they were in their playbook, the way they read that quick hitter.
Yeah, that was a great read by number 1, Bryson Wright.
So it'll be the quarterback, Knox Anix, the junior 6'2", 206-pounder. On a keeper off of the fake. He's got the edge, turns the corner for a first down. So Knox Anus, the quarterback, another Miami Hurricane commit right there. The QB picks up a nice first down gain.
Yeah, that was a real nice read by him. It was kind of like a quarterback option there where he was able to, if the end crashed down, he would keep it. And if he, like he did, he gave it to the running back on that left side over there.
So 1st and 10 from the 13-yard line for Annis. Again, rolling left, cuts it inside, diving ahead for a couple. Well, he's known for his arm, Steve. I mean, over 2,200 yards he passed for last year, 22 touchdowns, 112 completions.
Yeah, that's a great season on the high school level. Knox obviously has the goods, being recruited by the University of Miami and other Division I schools. Look good there. He's tough on that quarterback keeper around the left side.
And he's just a junior. He's got good size. Knox out of the gun. Looking over the middle, goes into the corner. A beautiful pass and touchdown.
Oh, he dropped the dime.
Oh, he dropped it. No, he's got it. He's got it.
He dropped the dime in.
Oh, he dropped the dime.
He dropped the dime.
Put the dime in your pocket. He sure did.
He dropped the dime there. All right. That was a nice throw and catch. Wow. Wow, he had a little pick route out there, and the bell cow Bryson Wright ran a little slant and took both DBs inside, and then number 2 there who caught the touchdown, he ran a wheel route, and Ames just threw a rainbow and dropped it right in the bucket. Nice play.
So that touchdown completed to Will Jones, number 2, the senior. Point after is, did he get it away? He did somehow. Great job to adjust there by the kicker. And that's Huzdrovic.
Right, yeah, that was a little bobble there. The holder did a really good job of resetting the ball, and they got it off on that one. But, yeah, that was a nice throw. That was a nice throw by Anis. I see why he is recruited as highly as he is.
Yeah, if you're a quarterback and already committed to the Canes as a junior, you've got to have skills. It looks like he's got the complete package. Gorgeous pass there.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. That's what they call throwing dimes.
So making a statement here, the Mustangs of Mandarin making the trip down to Broward County from Jacksonville.
And that's what you want. Whenever you come in, they drove down from Jacksonville yesterday. You want to come in and establish the tone right away. This McArthur sideline is probably stunned a little bit, and they got to bounce back now. You got punched in the mouth, so now let's see what you do. Coach Ortega's got to get them back going.
Yeah, sideline looks stunned. The fans are stunned. They're pretty quiet. Crowd trying to get their team enthused here. There's a line drive kick. It'll be a return opportunity. With a blocker ahead, cutting inside, getting some open field, and an excellent return to the 47-yard line for McArthur. Get a number there for you. Did you catch it, Steve?
Samaje Flowers. He's the junior running back, 5'6", 165. And just like I told you, all right, the first kickoff, they didn't want to kick the ball deep to those guys because they know what type of talent they have. So the kicker actually kicked it, and it got back there to them. And when you put the ball in their hands in an open field, that's dangerous. So you might not see any more deep kicks by Mandarin.
Yeah, you surprised that they kicked it?
Yeah, I don't think that was his intention at first.
It had a weird spin on it,
Yeah, it had a weird spin. I think it just got back there to him.
All right, so big drive early for McArthur, trying to respond to the interception and then the gorgeous touchdown pass from Annis. Jackson Stroud. We'll see if they go to the ground here. And about a yard, so pickup running up the middle was Flowers. So McArthur, they said one of the keys, Coach Davis, is establishing the run. Now, we're going to go down Caitlin Taylor with the superintendent of Broward Schools, Dr. Howard Hepburn.
I want to know how it feels to be the superintendent of the county hosting one of the biggest showcases in the nation.
Oh, it is awesome. Friday night lights, a wonderful time of the year, football season. Thanks to all our partners for helping make this happen. This is what it means to be a superintendent. You get to enjoy student athletes out here showcasing their skill sets, their parents, their community come out and demonstrate that pride.
And how proud are you to be a part of this event?
Oh, it's proud. It's a proud moment. We've been able to have, this is like the 9th turf field that we've done in the past 2 years, and it's just awesome to see this come to fruition. Having a state-of-the-art athletic field for our students to participate on means a lot. They get to showcase their skills, demonstrate their athleticism year-round now.
And finally, does this big game feeling ever get old for you?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. As a huge football fan, I love Friday night lights as well as Saturdays and Sundays. So to see our kids, and many of these students will make it to the next level, right? And so it gives them the opportunity to really demonstrate that skill set right here.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Superintendent Dr. Howard Hepburn. He's going to like that completion, Coach Davis.
Yeah, kind of the Jacksonville Mandarin DB slipped, And Reed made a great catch there. He adjusted the ball. It was a little high, but he made a great catch. So McArthur is on the move.
And that was a big play because it was 3rd and long, Steve, and a little under pressure McArthur has been, falling behind early here, 7-zip. Big 3rd down completion.
Big one, yeah. That does a lot for you. Gets the first down. So let's see if they can capitalize here. We got a penalty tacking on too.
They have had a late hit, so that will only help McArthur's cause. The Mustangs coached by Alex Barron and Robert Coach Chop Ortega. Mandarin head coach Toby Bullock. What a job those staffs have done with these teams. 1st and 10 at the 14 for McArthur. Stroud still checking for that play call over the sideline. Mandarin defense has been stout other than the first down, the 3rd down completion for the 20-yard pass. Going to the corner, got turned around.
Got a little handsy, yeah. I thought you might get a call on that. Mandarin's defensive back, Corey Matthews, kind of got a little handsy there on Kamari and Young from McArthur. And it was like a little slot fade he tried to run. And I think you're going to get a call here on Mandarin. Yeah.
Yeah, so the flag does come in. Good call there, Steve Davis. Actually, we're in 0 today. They changed the roster up. Coach Bullock's got Keon Herring. Corey Matthews unavailable today, so Keon Herring, another senior DB. And he did get a hold of the jerseys. So 1st and goal as McArthur hopes to tie this game up here in the 1st quarter. Stroud, transfer from Calvary Christian, where he passed for 1,000 yards last year, including 11 touchdowns. And we talked about his accuracy, his size. Obviously, you can see over the line very easily at 6'5". But he's also pretty mobile.
Yeah, he is. He's kind of what you're looking for, in today's football. You want that tall guy that's also athletic.
Three receivers to his left and pounding the ball carrier. 52. What a read coming forward. Big hit. Christian McGowan, 6'3", 250-pounder, just a junior.
Wow. That was a great play. That's the type of play you need on defense when you're down, when you're back against the wall. But I'll tell you what, all right, McArthur has to punch this in. They can't come out of here without any points because, Mandarin has jumped out on them. So they really got to execute down here in the red zone.
Well, Samaj Flowers took the punishment. They're going to shift Gourdine, the dangerous athlete, Miami Hurricane commit, over to the right. We're going to get a timeout here. Probably a good idea, Coach Davis. What do you think?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's pretty humid out here tonight. So, we're definitely in the time of year where you got the automatic water breaks, which is good, So we'll see what happens when we get back to action here.
So, as you said, big play for McArthur early. It's early in the game, but you get the sense, as you said, they've got down, had a couple penalties in their favor, 1st and goal. Have to capitalize. Have to come away with something here.
Yeah, you got to come away with something. You got, like I said, the big 3rd down conversion that you got that got you down here. You had a nice return by Flowers to open a series. And so now you're down here on the, looks like about the 9-yard line. So you really got to bear down here and execute. It's all about execution when you get down here.
So what do you expect as far as a play call is concerned?
Like I say, McArthur's quarterback is a pretty good athlete. Jackson, Stroud, I wouldn't even mind getting him on like a rollout or something or run pass option. But we'll see what the offensive coordinator cooks up right now.
He's got Flowers flanked to his left. Stroud. Here comes the blitz. He gets rid of it. Good pass. And
is he in?
No, they marked him just short.
Just shy.
Excellent play and reception to Kamarian Young, the senior 3-star recruit with just about 25 offers. That's it.
Yeah, that was a nice play by Stroud. Nice throw. He threw it on time. I think he threw that one even before the receiver broke. Kind of a little two-man route combination outside. Outside got a fade, and then that slot ran a little quick out. And Jackson put it right there on the money. Great timing. That's something I'm pretty sure that they've been working on all summer in 7-on-7s and that nature. So that was a great throw.
But we have a penalty here. Walked off against McArthur. I didn't see the flag.
I didn't see that. Might have been on that orange turf.
That's right. Yeah. Camouflage. What a gorgeous field this is, though.
Oh, man, this is nice. This is nice. Kudos to Broward County.
Yeah, you heard Dr. Howard Hepburn talking about the fields they've put in, 1 of 9, and this is just gorgeous here at McArthur. So it's 2nd and long now from the 17. They go back to Flowers, cutting ahead, keeping those legs churning to a he squirted through.
Oh, and then Mandarin's going to get a late hit on that. They're going to get a late hit. I don't know if you noticed, but McArthur put in number 33, 265-pound Amir Jones as a blocking fullback in the backfield. He's a big boy. They put him in there, and I guess they ran it right behind him, almost like a power play there. And Flowers is starting to warm up a little bit.
Yeah, he had an instant impact, didn't he?
Oh, yeah.
That blocking?
Yeah. Yeah, when you put that guy, when you get down here, you're not going to fool people very often. He's still in the game, so let's see if they go behind him. They got him on the right side now. Big 33, Amir Jones, 265-pounder.
Yeah, he is a big kid.
Yeah, he is.
6-foot senior. See if they go right behind him again. They're saying 3rd down and short.
Okay,
I guess they get a first down right about the 2.
Yeah, they still got the sticks up. Yeah, it looks like about the 2.
We'll see if they go back to Flowers running behind Jones. Big 3rd down play. Going to the air, slant.
Nice. Oh, we got a penalty, but I think it might be on the defensive back.
There's no indication yet. I didn't see the official indicate touchdown.
Let's see what we got here.
Looked like a clean catch. No indication. The McCarthy bench saying should be touchdown.
Okay.
And there it is. Touchdown.
Touchdown, yeah. Nice slant play. Good throw by Jack Stroud. Did we catch that touchdown, Ari?
And maybe we'll get another look at it. Trying to get a number there, but Jackson Stroud, both quarterbacks have been impressive.
Yeah. Actually,
early.
They faked the same run they had the play before to Flowers, and then he play actioned off of that run and was able to get his wide receiver on a slant right there.
Ilan Lefkowitz, junior kicker, looking to tie it up, and he does.
Right.
We're tied at 7. What a start to the 5th annual Broward County National High School Football Showcase.
That's what it's all about. Yeah, so nice answer by McArthur. That was a nice drive there. Good couple of good throws by Stroud, ended with the touchdown pass. So I think we got us a football game.
Yeah, we sure do. So McArthur, a couple of the keys offensively. We talked about establish the run. Defensively, they want to control Mandarin's playmakers and fight through adversity. They just fought through some adversity, Coach Davis, after the early turnover and giving up 7.
Right. Yeah, that was a great job. Like I said, that shows that McArthur's going to be a good football team this year, able to answer. Like I said, the stadium was quiet after Mandarin had that quick interception and touchdown, and McArthur's answered now. So I think both teams have scored, and they've thrown their first punches. So we're going to see some good football now.
Well, Coach Bullock's couple keys for him. They want to be fast to the ball. We've seen that.
Yeah.
Limit mental mistakes. Now we had a couple mistakes have hurt his ball club on that drive.
Yeah.
Couple
the
penalties.
defensive penalty didn't hurt, and like I say, the defensive back slipping on the big play that McArthur got. So we'll see if Annis can respond here with Jacksonville Mandarin.
Interesting, Coach Davis. You know, both coaching staffs remarked about the other, how well coached each team was. They both said that was the first thing they said. They were well coached.
Yeah.
When you brought the other team up, Coach Bullock saying they play hard. He was just excited to get a chance to play them. And on the other side, talking about what a great culture this Mandarin team had. They play with a lot of pride, and McArthur expects a big heavyweight battle, and we've got one.
Yeah, it's a quality football team, Jacksonville Mandarin. For those that don't know, they were state champions a couple of years ago. They had some great players up there. Carson Beck, who played at University of Miami, University of Georgia, was their quarterback. He was in high school. So they've had a lot of great talent, a lot of great football culture up there at their high school.
Yeah, now Noxana is hoping to follow in Carson's footsteps, going to the University of Miami. They'll keep it on the ground. That gap penetrated and still churning forward for a nice first down pickup.
Yeah, nice inside run there on the zone play. Number 5, Foster, Shanquez Foster. Nice tough run. Going no huddle here, picking up the tempo a little bit.
Yeah, Foster fielding multiple offers. They go back to him, puts his head down, and picks up first down.
Yeah, he's really a bell cow for them. You know, he had 1,200 yards last year and 17 touchdowns. So he's obviously a guy who plays a big role in their offense. And, he's built really well, low to the ground. And, you can tell he knows what to do when he gets the ball in his hands.
He sure does. He averaged over 7 yards a carry last year.
Yeah, so, he's a workhorse.
Mulling
Still waiting to see Bryson Wright get his hands on the ball. The number 1 receiver from last year up top.
Yeah, highly recruited. Bryson's still just a junior. Got great size, 6'4". Annis looking that way, and now just throws it away. Some miscommunication there.
Yeah, it was definitely Wright threw his hands up in the air and kind of stopped right at the beginning of the play. I don't know if there was miscommunication on the play call or whatever the signal was, but definitely that was a wasted down there.
Yeah, so Knox is going to go over and have a word with head coach Toby Bullock. And what do you think that message was? Just trying to get him on the right page?
Yeah. It happens sometimes with miscommunication, especially early in the season like this. I don't know if it was a hand signal or they just didn't get the play because they've gone to this no huddle. So they're trying to pick the tempo up.
We're tied at 7, showing blitz McArthur. They pick it up. That throw is high and just out of the reach of Wright's outstretched arms.
Yeah, a little high. That could have been a hospital ball right there. They call it a hospital ball when you put your receiver in harm's way. Luckily, he's going to be okay with that. But, yeah, that was a little inaccurate throw right there. All right, got 3rd and long. Ooh.
All right, so big play here, 3rd and long for the Mandarin Mustangs. They were 11-2 last year, lost to Buckholes in the FHSAA Class A regional final. Knox Annis looking left, rolling that way. Firing complete, but that's short of the marker. That pass completed to Bryson Wright. Looks like they're a few yards short there, Coach Davis.
They got a punt. I don't think it would have been not with McArthur, the momentum right now. You don't want to, because that would be a little risky right now, especially back on your own 40. But a little rollout pass, Knox put it on the money. You really want to see Bryson Wright get the first down yardage on a play like that and not run it, 2 or 3 yards short of the first down marker, because, that's what ends up happening, especially when you ran out of bounds right there. So, but they'll punt it away here and see if they can play defense.
So we got Paul McDonald, 6-foot junior punter. will be punting it to McArthur. High end over end. And what a shifting gears, breaking a tackle and all the way into Mandarin field position. What a burst of speed that was. And that is our man, Samaj Flowers.
Ooh. I told you, I said it when when they weren't kicking the ball deep. I knew it was for a reason. They did not want that kid with his hands on the football.
Yeah, so Samaj, the flowers are blooming right now with that junior. Man, did he shift gears quickly? All of a sudden, he was in top gear.
Wow, got a penalty on that play.
Too bad.
He's gonna mark off that great return. He's and you really like to see a kid do what he did when, I don't know if you noticed, he got the punt. He went vertical upfield. He didn't do a lot of dancing. He was like a one foot stick in the ground, and then he's vertical upfield. And that's what you want your punt returner to do, because everybody's running full speed at you. So you want to knife the coverage team and get vertical. Most time you see those big returns there when a guy doesn't play around, he just gets upfield right now. So that puts McArthur back here in bad field position now, back on their own 12.
4:20 to play first quarter. 1st and 10 from the 12. We're tied at 7. Stroud on the give.
There's Flowers.
Trying to get outside. Good speed, but then a big hit, and Flowers refusing to go down. He took some punishment there.
Yeah, that's wow. Mandarin has a lot of speed on defense. They really pursued to the ball. And this kid, Bryson Wright, number 1, he definitely pops off on film, I bet, because he's a rangy kid playing both sides of the ball, and he kind of missed the tackle, but he was able to slow Flowers up for the rest of his teammates to pursue and make that play.
Zion Maynor over there, also 6-foot junior, in on the tackle with Herring. So 2nd and 11. He's got a man open and just unable to haul it down. It was a difficult catch for Kamarian Young, but he almost pulled it off.
Yeah. Wow. He made a great effort at the ball. He could have came up with that catch, but it would have been a great, great effort. And Stroud put it out there. But that was obviously a bust in the coverage, because he came vertical right up the seam. That's the 2nd time they've been able to get that vertical route wide open out of the slot.
We've got another flag coming in late.
Yeah, it's going to be a sideline warning on the McArthur coaching staff.
What do you think was said there? Do you have any idea?
Well, what happened, like coach is outside the 25-yard line is as far as the coaching staff can go, and he's right there. You see, he's right there on the line. So the referee has probably told him a few times they don't get penalized on the first one. On the next one, they'll get penalized on.
That's the first game of the season. You got to be reminded of these things, right,
it's
Coach
a big
Davis?
game. Everybody's excited. Usually have a get-back coach that tugs you on the back of your shirt and say, hey, Coach, you're past the 25-yard line there.
Tied at 7. First quarter here from McArthur High School in Hollywood, Florida. Stroud under duress, able to elude it. Looking downfield, throws behind his receiver. Had a man open. It's tough to throw across your body on a move like that when you're running that fast.
Yeah, he did a really nice job getting out of the pocket. He had pressure up the middle, and he escaped. Did a really nice job. He just couldn't get the ball. Kind of threw it behind number 1 there for McArthur, Gordon Sherrard, the Miami commit. And number 3 was breaking deep too, Kamarian. Kamarian's a good receiver. He was breaking deep. I thought that's where he was going to go with the ball, but he ended up throwing the intermediate route. So they're going to end up having to punt out of their own end zone now.
So we'll see if they give Bryson Wright an attempt here. dangerous return man. Another flag comes in.
Yeah, a lot of laundry tonight. What is going on here?
That's going to go against Mandarin. Is there too many men on the field?
Yeah, let me see. Yeah. Yeah, Mandarin had 12. Wow. Special teams coach, I'm pretty sure Coach Bullock's not going to be happy with that. Yeah, because there was 12 guys out there. But it wasn't enough yardage to give McArthur a first down, so they're going to still punt.
That'll give him a little more room. A high punt. Fair catch was bobbled, but then hauled in by Wright.
Yeah, Wright was a little too lackadaisical on that one for my taste. He had a fair catch, and he kind of just was a little lackadaisical on that. You got to make sure you make that catch, and when you throw a fair catch signal. Almost a McArthur break there. But Mandarin's in good field position. They're on the plus territory now. They got the ball in the 42. Let's see what they can do with the ball. You know, you like to start the drives on the other opponent's side of the field.
So Knox Anus coming out. A gorgeous touchdown pass for the first touchdown of this game. Going back to the ground, bouncing off one would-be tackler. Picking up a couple is Foster.
Yes, McArthur's front four is pretty stout. With number 0, you got St. Fleur in there. He's 6'3", 235-pounder, going to Temple. You know, he's stout in there. You got 33 who pulls double duty. Amir Jones also plays fullback for him sometimes. So those guys up in the front there, McArthur's front four, are really good against the run. That's going to serve them well this season.
You got J.P. Powell up there as well. Second and long. Anus, gorgeous ball to the perimeter, and caught at the 1 yard line.
Is big time, people. Woo. I told you, Ari, I said Bryson, I was waiting for him to get the ball, and he showed, he's going to have everybody knocking on his door.
Yeah, he does. He's got multiple offers. He's just a junior. He's 6'4", Coach Davis.
Wow.
He's got a good presence about him, doesn't he? Confidence.
Yes, he does. He has the body that you're looking for, everything. I mean, he is an athlete. Like I told you, he jumps off the film.
Yeah, that was a gorgeous pass as well by Knox. First and goal, plowing forward and getting penetration into the backfield, blowing up that play for McArthur. Did you catch a number there? Who flew in?
That was Foster. That's their bell cow, Foster. They're going to feed him. I think you're going to get another dose of Foster even the next couple of plays. I don't think they're going to play around here.
Yeah, Foster, the ball carrier, defensively. Somebody flew in there and made a fantastic job. I apologize, I didn't catch that number. But let's see if McArthur can make another stand here. Second down. Do we expect the bulldozer Foster to get it instead? Yeah, he's lunging over the top, and touchdown.
Yeah, I didn't think Coach Bullock was going to play around. He's going to get that ball in the end zone with Foster. They got a pretty big offensive line at Jacksonville Mandarin also. So 75, 72, 55, 74. So, you know, they got a formidable running game, and you're going to see Foster a lot tonight.
Yeah, down in the trenches, Shiloh Lunford, 6'3", 245. Jaden Lightsey, 6'2", 250. Sherman Gould, 6'5", 305 pounds. He's got a Syracuse offer already, and he's just a sophomore. Lightsey has an offer just up in Boca Raton with FAU.
Okay. Yeah, you can look. Another special teams blunder. They have to burn a timeout. They don't have their they don't have 11 out. They had 12 on the punt return, and now they got 11. They had 10 on this extra point. So coach just called a timeout. You know, it's the first game. You're going to have a lot of this. You know, the coaches. People always think it's just the players. The coaches got to get their act together too in the first game and get their operations together because it's a lot going on. And probably had somebody over there not paying attention that was supposed to be on the extra point field goal team that didn't make it out.
Coach Davis, how patient were you, your stellar coaching career, you know, having that idea, like first week we're going to have some miscommunication. How patient were you as the head man those first couple weeks?
You have to be patient. You're trying to put yourself in, you know, maybe some scrimmages and things like that and simulate stuff, you know, at practice as much as you can. Have a coach say, hey, get out on the field. We got 3 seconds to make this, 10 seconds to make a kick. Get out there. Make sure everybody's paying attention. A lot of dress rehearsal type stuff.
The extra point up and good by Kruzdrovic. That makes it 14-7. Mandarin Mustangs lead it with just over a minute to play first quarter in an eventful, exciting first quarter here.
A lot of action this first quarter. Both teams are very formidable. I think that you can tell Mandarin's, like I say, they're a well-coached team. They capitalize. They got, you know, I think Bryson Wright is definitely a kid. Probably every school in the state of Florida is going to be, if they're not already, on him. But he's definitely the part. You know, looks like a DB, safety, or, you know, wide receiver. That was a big-time catch. You know, he got it at his highest point. The defensive back, I didn't catch which one defensive back McArthur had that was on him, but he was right there on him, and he came up and made a great, you know, high point catch there.
Yeah, tremendous athlete.
Oh, yeah.
Right is. So we don't expect they're going to kick it deep. They don't.
No, it's not a good idea with Flowers.
It does dribble out of bounds.
Yeah.
Keeping it away from Flowers.
Yeah, Flowers is, oh, man, I got to find out at halftime, is he related to Zay Flowers? All of the Flowers football players that come to Broward County were excellent. I want to see if he's related to them. Zay Flowers with the Baltimore Ravens. You know, their family are all great athletes.
This McArthur Mustang team, they enter this game having won 6 straight going back to last year. They're looking for just their third 10-plus win this season over the past 20 years. That'll tell you something about the job that Coach Barron, Coach Chop has done with this program.
Yeah, Chop has been around a while. He's very active in the youth programs here in Broward, you know, in the past. And the kids know him. He's very, you know, at all the 7-on-7s. And him and his staff have done a great job here at McArthur. Great job. I mean, this is a new McArthur Mustang program, and they're trying to instill that winning culture here.
To the ground, getting a gap, and out to the 45-yard line.
That was Marquise Wright. Got his first carry. He looked good on that.
5'8" senior. Good job by the O-line there, creating a gap for him.
Yeah, they ran right behind number 72, their big offensive tackle there at McArthur.
Nathaniel
Miller. Yeah, he's committed to FIU.
6'5", 290.
Yeah,
good get
in high school. Wow.
Yeah, good get for the Panthers. Also, Amari Charenfant, 6'2", 280. He's committed to Alcorn State. Jason Jackson, multiple offers. That ball lofted to the sideline. It's brought in, but I don't believe he was in bounds.
Oh, man.
What a catch, though.
That was a great effort. Wow.
That's Tommy Nellum's
wide receiver play. These kids are making some awesome catches.
Well, listen, we were both on the field pregame, Coach Davis. They looked athletic. I mean, just the eye test.
Yeah. And you could tell these kids, they you know, nowadays it's year-round. You know, they play 7-on-7 in the spring, you know, and the athleticism and the skill play is so high down here. I don't think there's any place in the country that has more skill than South Florida.
Yeah, I think the stats will back that up, Coach Steve Davis. You know, you look at the top cities producing NFL players, Miami and Fort Lauderdale in the top 5 year after year.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, you know, the rich history you have here in South Florida with the, you go back to Michael Irvin, the Blades, all the great wide receivers that have come from this area. I mean, you got one right now at Ohio State, Jeremiah Smith. He's probably the best player, not receiver, probably the best player in the nation. And he'll be a top 3 NFL draft choice next year. Played right here in Hollywood at Chaminade Madonna.
Yeah, he played in this event.
Yeah, he played, exactly. He probably played a few times in this event. So, just so many great players. And, when you really look at the country, United States, there's no other area that has this much talent, in an event like this with all these great games over the next week.
Yeah, here's something to throw at you. In 2021, NFL rosters during Week 5 consisted of 68 players from 21 different Broward County schools.
Wow.
68.
That is insane. Yeah, that wow. Just from one county. Wow.
All right, 22 seconds remain in the quarter. 2nd and 10. Stroud, under pressure, has to release it a little early as he was looking to connect with McCreed, Ratavian McCreed.
Wow.
But timing a little off there, Coach, because he had
pressure in his face, and I would like to see McArthur if they can throw like some, maybe get some short passes. Everything's been deep. Maybe just some short, quick passes, I think, just to get their receivers open and get the ball in their hands. Because they definitely have talent out on the outside, and just get them the ball quicker. I think that'll serve them well.
Do you think their strategy is to go past them because Mandarin is coming up and contesting right at the line of scrimmage?
Yeah, Mandarin is playing press coverage, single high safety with Bryson back there. But there's still little things you can do, little pick routes and things you can run, shorter.
3rd down, Stroud.
Another slot
going
fade.
out top again, and pretty good coverage out there by Herring. As they were looking to beat him down here, the near sideline, looking for Kamarian Young.
Yeah, Mandarin's they're putting pressure on them. They're saying that our defensive backs can cover your wide receivers, and they're playing press man, and they're sending somebody almost every play, and they're getting to Stroud. They just knocked him again that play, and Stroud is looks like he's shaking up a little bit here on the sideline, but. Mandarin's defensive coordinator has kind of gotten in a rhythm with how they're going to defend McArthur tonight. And now it's up to their offensive coordinator to make an adjustment.
So 10 seconds remain in the quarter. Lefkowitz, end over end.
Oh, get away
dangerous
from the ball,
there.
son.
Oh, he's got to clear out.
Yeah.
That was if that took a tricky hop, it would have been trouble for Mandarin.
Bryson would be getting an earful from me when he came to the sideline. There's no reason to be around the ball. If he's not going to fair catch it, just get away. We have a call. We tell the kids, everybody says poison. Get away from the ball. Just let it roll out on the punt. Bryson was playing with fire right there, trying to, stick around the ball because that ball's oblong shaped for a reason. It goes all different directions.
Yeah, unpredictable bounces.
Right.
You noted earlier a little casual on those returns.
Yeah. Like I say, a little casual back there. That that can cost them a game. I'm pretty sure coach is going to correct it.
So we got 2 seconds. Time for one play. They go to Foster, cutting upfield,
like Foster.
Banging ahead to the 30. And that brings the first quarter to a close with Mandarin 2nd and 5, up 14-7 after 1 quarter of play at the 5th annual Broward County National High School Football Showcase.
Really just our chemistry with each other. We've been playing together for 3 or 4 years now, and really just trying to put it all together and go win a state championship this year. I hope they see the chemistry we've built through this offseason and this the family that we have as a team. Yes, sir.
What brought you to the quarterback position? When did you know that was what you wanted to do?
Really, I just like being in control of everything. I like leading a team and stuff like that. I've played every position in my life, but really just those two things.
What's so special about being a quarterback here and being quarterback at Mandarin?
It's very special. The amount of quarterbacks that's been here and what I learned from Coach Bullock and the other coaches, it's very, very special.
There he is. There he is.
So at the beginning of the second quarter, it is that man, Shanquez Foster. Coach Davis, right before the second quarter, you said, we're going to see a lot of Foster now on the ground, and there he goes.
Because they have the momentum now, and they're going to start leaning on McArthur. Defensive front. You know, you got a humid night. It's really hot out here, and, you know, he's going to go to that running game now.
Foster, a senior. He's got offers from Jacksonville State, Mercer, FAMU, Miami of Ohio. 5'9", 190. Kind of the prototypical build there for a back. They go right back to him. Explodes forward. Nice tackle there for Mandarin and Stanley Peters.
Yeah, nice little run scheme, like a little counter play inside. And their offensive line is really starting to lean on them. They're well coached. Their scheme that they run is a good scheme, and you know, they're leaning on you. With big 75 there from Mandarin, I think here, the left tackle. He's a man, 6'5", 305.
Yeah, Sherman Gould going to Syracuse, or not yet. He's got an offer there. And I should credit Clarence Gillis Jr. on that tackle for McArthur. Knox, they go right back to the ground, head banging forward.
Picked it up.
Close to another first down for Foster. He thinks he's got it.
Yeah. Got number 22 coming in to replace Foster. Foster's had the last few carries. That's Chris Harrison, sophomore, coming in to spell him a little bit.
So giving Harrison a couple carries is Coach Bullock. As you said, it's hot out here.
Yeah.
It's going to be tough to play a full game.
Yeah, and he's in line for a 25 carry night.
Knox got to get rid of it quickly, puts it out to the outside.
Number 31 put pressure on him there for McArthur. Malachi Howard, senior defensive end, 6'3", 220.
So these early games when it's so hot and steamy, Coach Davis, how much did you like to increase the substitutions?
Yeah, you want to try to, like I said, because you really need it, and you really work on hydration throughout the week, because it doesn't just start the night of the game. We tell our kids, you know, start Tuesday, Wednesday, hydrate yourself at night and build up into that Friday night game, especially early in the season here. Oh, nice play. Pull
back
56.
to the ground. Quick step.
Wow.
He's got the outside, turning the corner, and pushed out of bounds right before the pylon. What a cutback that was for Mandarin, and that's that Chris Harrison again.
Yeah, the sophomore.
Just a sophomore.
But I tell you, he won't get the credit, but Barrett Polos, number 56, junior, 6'1", 240 offensive lineman, he pulled around. It was like a sweep play, and he made the key block on McArthur's edge over there to get him, to pop him loose. Great block by that kid. Yeah, you see 22 has some speed, too.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he's Chris Harrison. So they might be in good hands when Foster does finally leave.
Cuts on a dime, Harrison.
Yeah, you got Foster back in. There's confusion there.
Yeah, they may need to call another timeout. So first and goal from, looks like about the 2-yard line.
Yeah.
They'll get a timeout.
I can almost guarantee you're going to see Foster get the ball right here.
Yeah, he can bang through contact, that's for sure. We saw him leap over the line as well for that touchdown.
Yeah, he's definitely. He went out for that breather. He said, "Hey, young fella, go in and get us down there for me." I tell you, and Chris is probably saying, "Hey, coach, I got us down there. Let me get the touchdown."
That's right. Did you like the reward? Yeah. Kind of the kid, if he gives you a great play, Coach Davis?
Oh, yeah. Hey, listen. Well, I usually get it from the running back coach. He's like, "Hey, coach, reward him. Give him let him get in there and get that in the end zone."
All right. First and goal for Mandarin as they try to increase their lead. And easy step. Yeah, walking into the end zone. A day at the park for Sean Quees Foster.
Yeah, Sean Quees is, he has a good offensive line in front of him, but he's a nice running back. He runs low behind his pads, and he puts a lot of pressure on the defense. And now we know they have a change up with Chris Harrison. Wow, that's a good 1-2 punch. That's going to be a formidable combo during the season.
Yeah, they've got some serious weapons, don't they? They got the Hurricane quarterback commit in Anus. You got Foster and
Bryson
Harrison.
Wright.
And then you got Bryson Wright on the outside.
Yeah. Bryson is probably, not really knowing, I'm almost certain Bryson is probably one of the top juniors in the state.
You got size, power, experience in the trenches.
Yeah, not only does he look the part, he plays the part too.
He sure does. Coach Bullock was saying this team has the ability. They can go far.
Okay.
It's just all about executing.
Yeah, well, like I said, Coach Bullock, they went 11-2, lost to Buchholz in the regional final. So they went to the third round last year and lost to Buchholz. And I believe Buchholz might have been in the state championship, if I'm not mistaken, last year.
So it was the regional final 6A,
yeah. The game after that is the state semis. So, if you make it to almost to that Final Four, and with the talent that he has returning, and what we're seeing on display tonight, and this is a good McArthur team they're doing this too. So, he's definitely on point with that, where he's going to be in a state championship mix this year with Mandarin. And they play a tough schedule up there in Jacksonville also.
Yeah, you mentioned this is a good McArthur team. It's also an excellent defense. They're known for defense. They pitched 5 shutouts last year.
Right.
And they got 21 points on them already.
We got
onside kick, and it's loose.
Oh, Mandarin's ball. Oh,
it looks like
call.
Mandarin has it.
Nice call. Oh, they run a little pop-up kick there, Coach. And this is the time when you want to run it. You got a 2-touchdown lead, at 9:20 in the half. So that was the perfect spot. McArthur should have been expecting something like that might happen. You don't want to do that when you're only up by 1 score. But when he went up by 2 scores, that came into play. Great call, great. And it was great execution by their kids, because the ball, it went 10 yards. And it has to go 10 yards before the kickoff team can touch it, and the McArthur kid just couldn't get it fielded. Now, McArthur's got to tighten up now. They don't want to give up another score here.
Yeah, you wonder if this McArthur defense getting fatigued. They've logged a lot of minutes out here already.
On a humid night.
And around. There's Froome. If he turns, he does. Watch out. And there's Bryson Wright. Says that's a first down.
Great call, a little reverse. Just get him the ball any way you can. I like what Mandarin's doing right there. He got the one big pass, but get him the ball in creative ways like reverses, things of that nature. Just you want him to touch the football.
Yeah, we got injured McArthur player.
Yeah. And you'll probably start seeing some cramping and stuff like that happening as we move on in this game. But like we talked about earlier, you want to when you getting these guys prepared for the season down here in August, you really want to, have them during the week really start to hydrate their bodies and get themselves acclimated to, humidity here in South Florida. I mean, we're 3 miles away from the swamp. Is that number one? Is that it might be Gordine that's down. The University of Miami commit.
That would be a big loss.
Yeah, because he's the one they have on Bryson Wright that's been covering him all night. Looks like he might be okay.
Well, good sign. That is indeed Sherrod Gordine.
Yeah, he's cramping up. Yeah, that's going to happen.
And again, we're just at the start of the second quarter.
Yeah.
It feels like these kids have been out there for at least a half already, particularly in this heat and humidity.
Right, yeah.
And once you start cramping, Coach Davis, as you're aware, it is difficult to get loose and get back in a game.
Yeah. Well, that was the thing. When we were always coaching. I always said once you hit that wall and you start cramping up, you're almost done for that night.
Pretty much done.
It's hard to get back to the level you need to play quality football.
So Mandarin, you figure they go right back to the ground. They do.
Same
they got the speed on the perimeter.
Wow.
With the combination of Chris Harrison, just a sophomore, and the senior Sean Quest Foster.
Yeah. Harrison is saying, hey, don't forget about me. He's an impressive sophomore. He has good speed. He's a little different runner than Foster is. Foster has a little more power, but Harrison is a speedy back. He gets on that corner quick.
He's got some height for a back. They list him at 5'10".
Yeah, and only a sophomore. He's going to put on weight and size, probably grow another inch or two.
Well, right now, they could just keep pounding away. They're going to go back to the air. And is trying to escape. Throws against the grain. A difficult attempt, and probably fortunate that wasn't an error, a mistake.
Annis was lucky right there. He's trying to make a play. The kid's trying to make a play, but at that point, just, you're up by 2 scores. You don't want to get, momentum is finicky. You don't want to throw an interception right there. Just throw it away, get out of bounds. But, I get it. He's trying to make a play.
Oh, the way they're wearing down the McArthur defense on the ground. It's almost a surprise to see him go to the air.
Yeah. They would be getting all Foster right now for me.
2nd and 10. Right back to the ground. They're running right through him now.
Yeah.
And
look at that.
First down for Foster.
And he runs. People always talk about a running back. They say, be physical. Don't take the hit. You give the hit. And Foster does that. He ran into the McArthur safety there, and the McArthur safety went flying back. He runs very low behind his pads.
Looks like they're just shy, Coach. Turning the corner, first down. Knocked out of bounds at about the 10. They're doing anything they want right now on the ground.
Yeah, they definitely picked up the running game here.
Ari Shannock along with Coach Steve Davis, 4-time Broward Coach of the Year. Plantation, you won a state championship over at Blanche Ely back in 2002. Coach of the Year in the state that season. You coached some phenomenal players, Coach Davis.
Yeah, I was fortunate enough to coach a few good ones here in Broward County, and it was a great experience for me in my career. And
we're also with Caitlin Taylor on the sideline, doing our reporting, a great job. Brandon Graham also doing a lot of work, not only executive producer, but does outstanding work with all of these programs.
All right, you got third and medium here, third and about 6.
So penalty, brought it back. Mandarin going to the air, open
nice
receiver.
Nice little combination route. They ran outside receiver on a post, and the number 2 ran the wheel. Kind of similar to the touchdown he scored in the first quarter, but this time instead of taking it up the sideline, he hooked back down like a comeback route. And Knox Ennis put it right on the money, pick up that first down. Nice execution.
That's Will Jones. He's a 5'8 senior. 32 receptions, 476 yards last year. A couple touchdowns. Has a touchdown here tonight.
Offside. But the thing you keep mentioning is all the stats that these kids had last year, which tells me they have a lot of experience. So that kind of, I understand why Coach Toby Bullock feels that his team is going to be really good this year and got a shot at a state championship. Most of his kids played a lot of good football last year. And when you get those kids back as seniors and whatnot, and a quarterback that's coming back, you know, you definitely can see yourself being in the mix.
Mandarin 11-2 last year. Foster cuts it back, and now lunging forward for a few. Now this McArthur team, they were 10-3 last year. They lost to St. Thomas Aquinas in the Class 5A regional final. Their last 3 losses were 2 to St. Thomas and 1 to Chaminade Madonna. So it's not easy to beat this team.
Right. Yeah, those are 2 state champions that you mentioned right there.
2nd and 12. We're going to get another timeout as Coach Bullock wants to talk things over.
Yeah, and I kind of get where Coach Bullock's coming from. Make sure you get the right play call here. You know, he tried to draw McArthur off sides, and he wants to make sure that they're all on the same page right now, because if you could go up 28-7 here, at least at the very least get a field goal, 24-7. You put a lot of pressure on McArthur, so he want to really make sure that.
Yeah, coming up at halftime, Brandon Graham is going to take you team to team at the Broward County National High School Football Showcase. BG got to travel out, visit these programs. What an experience it is for Brandon, and he picked up a lot of news, a lot of analysis. It'll be interesting.
Oh yeah.
Back to the air, to the corner, wide open, and unable to connect.
14 came across in motion and from the other side of the field, and he ran a wheel route, and the other 2 receivers cleared it out, and he came. McArthur had a bust in the secondary, and the kid was wide open.
Now that was Jace Camp.
Wow.
Who should have had a touchdown.
Yeah.
And I think Knox tried to put it to the outside shoulder, and he was looking inside.
Yeah, and he was so wide open. McArthur's defensive backs were fooled on that one. Coming up with 3rd down and about 12.
Big play for McArthur. They go back to the ground, spinning. I think he was down. Have they called him down? I believe they did.
Yeah, they whistled him. Wow.
So interesting on 3rd and 12, they decide to run it.
Yeah.
It looks like the field goal kicking team's coming out.
I think Coach Bullock's thinking on that was, let me at least get out of here with 3 points. I got 3 points in my back pocket. Let me get out of here with that. And so he stayed on the ground with that one. He want to risk a turnover down here.
So
but that was a missed opportunity. That was definitely should have been a touchdown to number 14, Jace Kemp, the senior receiver.
We'll see if that gives some life to McArthur. Hustrovich out there for the field goal attempt. It's about 25-yarder. And the kick is up, and it is right through again for Alam Hustrovic. Accurate kicker. It is now 24-7 Mandarin, but really a win for McArthur there.
Yeah. It was a win because you definitely didn't want Mandarin to score. So, you know, like I said, that puts McArthur down here. They have a lot of time here left in the second quarter before halftime. 5:21 is more than enough time. They can mount a drive, maybe put something together and get some momentum going into the half.
You got to be concerned, though, if you're McArthur. Gordine already shaken up. We don't know if he's coming back in. Team looks a little deflated, maybe a little fatigued that getting it handed to him. What do you do to kind of ignite this team as a coaching staff?
Well, you just
McArthur?
keep chopping wood, and you just continue to fight, continue to play. And like I said, it's early in the season, so this might be a great learning lesson for McArthur, a great opportunity for them to fight back in a playoff. All right, good job there fielding that kick. Another sky kick by Mandarin. Yeah, so, you know, like you say, you obviously they're playing a playoff team, a team that's going to go deep in the playoffs this season. So it's a great test, and, you know, it's a win-win for McArthur. They just got to keep fighting and try to get something here going into halftime.
Fair catch call by Stephen Wright, junior quarterback. The good hands.
Yeah, down by 17. You definitely want to try to get a little momentum back on your side here.
So Jackson Stroud brings his offense back out. Mandarin defense has been aggressive, pressing style.
Yeah, all night they've done that. So they're almost daring McArthur, like to say, just to keep throwing it deep, taking deep shots.
Hoping to establish the ground game. That was one of the keys for McArthur, Coach Davis, but nothing's been there.
Yeah, no. Mandarin's defense right now is playing with a lot of confidence. That was number 99, big 99, Kendred Outland, a senior, 6'3", 255-pound defensive tackle. I mean, they have some nice size. These kids are all 6'2", 6'3". Xavier Newsom, another 6'3", 205-pound defensive lineman there from Mandarin. Number 52, Christian McGowan, 6'3", 250. And the other defensive end, number 3, Caden Bryant, who's committed to Jacksonville State. So their front four is, you know, they're all 6'3", 6'3" and above.
You mentioned Outland. He's already verbal to USF for the Bulls.
And Cade put the pressure on right there.
Excellent ball to the perimeter. And a flag
PI.
comes in. That'll be pass interference.
Yeah, I can't get the DB. I think it's number 20. Yeah, number 20 for Mandarin. He didn't turn around. Keon Herring, senior cornerback. He was right there, but he didn't play the ball.
Yeah, that's a 20 today. They had a switch in the roster. It's actually Deontay Hampton.
Okay,
just a sophomore out there.
He was in good position, but he didn't turn to play the ball. Got to get his head around and play the football. So they caught him with the pass interference there.
So we're going to take a hydration break here. We'll take a brief time out here on Beacon Sports.
happy, sir.
First and 10 for McArthur. That pass nearly picked off, and it was read by Bryson Wright. He does it on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, Bryson is he's a natural football player. Looks like it was a little mix-up with the route concept. I see the offensive coordinator is talking to receivers now. Might have been a little mix-up with the route concept there. And, yeah, that one didn't look that pretty clean there.
Well, this is an aggressive Mandarin defense.
Yeah,
They're ball hawking.
And anytime you're saying you're going to be a state contender, you got to have a defense.
Second and 10 from the 50. 4:20 to play in the half. Stroud being chased, able to elude and escape.
Nice run,
Jackson Stroud. First down inside the 30. Good speed by the 6'5" senior.
Yeah, he showed his wheels right there. All right, Jackson. I thought he was going to get ran down for a second by Caden Bryant, the defensive end for Mandarin, and he hit a second gear.
Yeah, I think that surprised the Mandarin defense as well.
Yeah, he is a nice athlete. He is a pretty nice athlete. All right, they're in business down here inside the 30, so they're in scoring position. 3:38 left.
Critical drive here for McArthur, trying to get back into this one. Deep into the second quarter. First and 10. Stroud back to the ground, bursting through, bounces off one tackler, escaping, and touchdown.
Nice run by Flowers.
Samaj Flowers.
Yeah, he did a great job. He kept his balance. He took a shot. He took a shot there in the Jacksonville Mandarin secondary, and he bounced off and made a great run. That's the type, like we were talking about. You know, you get tested. What type of, gumption? What do you have inside you? And Flowers showed us right there that McArthur doesn't have any quit in him. Looks like now we got Bryson Wright cramping up for Jacksonville Mandarin.
Well, that's the type of play, Coach Davis, that can ignite a team.
Most definitely. That puts you back in. They were down by 17 and they were reeling. And, so they needed that score big time. Now you're back to, with the extra point, a 10-point game.
So that could be a critical play for many reasons, including the fact that Bryson Wright appears to be cramping now.
Yeah. Those are the two top players, Gordon for McArthur and now Bryson Wright's cramping up. So they got to get some fluids in those guys at halftime and get them back, which I anticipate to be a great second half.
Yeah, I think McArthur just made a statement right there that it's going to be. This is going to be a game right down to the wire.
Yeah, that was a great drive. They showed a lot of backbone. And Flowers, I mean, that was an incredible run. Great job by that young man.
Well, good to see Bryson Wright walking off. Looks to be okay. Hopefully he can continue.
Yeah, it's just, those elite athletes like that they have some big muscles in those legs, and they're going to cramp up sometimes on you.
What type of fitness training did you do, knowing that this time of year your players are going to cramp? Did you do kind of additional flexibility training, Coach?
Well, you definitely, like I say, you want to build your lower body, your what they call your posterior train, your glutes, your hamstrings, calves. You want to build those muscles because they're used for running and speed. And then you also want to train in the heat. Obviously, run gassers in the heat and let those guys, practice and work out in that heat like that. And just try to, do as much of a game scenario as you can on the practice field. Obviously, it's not as intense as the game is tonight. Their adrenaline is really flowing, so that's where you're going to get those cramping. But you do your best to try to acclimate what they're going to see on game night. Acclimate them to that.
McArthur Mustang band loving that action. Their team now back within 10, 3 minutes to play first half.
Yeah, those bands, they do a lot of work in the summer. People really don't realize they practice almost as much or more than the football team. Those kids are excited and ready to get out there and show what they've been working on.
Yeah, we talk about the Broward County football prowess. They've got some great bands in the BCAA as well.
Nice kickoff.
Good kick there from Levkovitz.
So Coach Bullock still has a lot of time. 3:05 left. Let's see, he has the signal caller, and Ennis, Knox, and let's see, what his plan is. Are they going to try to push the ball down the field a little bit here to see if they can pick up a score before the half? It's always a double-edged sword right here because you really want to make sure if you're Knox and Ennis to protect the football because you don't want to give McArthur, a turnover down here. So I anticipate Coach to see if he can pick up a quick first down and then maybe run some tempo and try to pick up some points before the half. Usually the first two plays of the drive are going to dictate whether you're going to go up tempo or not.
McArthur. See if they do some ball hawking here, try to force a turnover. And it's quick delivery out to the flat. That screenplay is good for a first down.
Yeah, nice little wide receiver screen to Will Jones. Trying to get those offensive linemen out there in front of him to throw some blocks on the defensive backs. So what I mean by that, now he got the first down, which he wanted to do with the first play. So now they're going to push the tempo a little bit and see if they can get downfield to get some points. He had a nice positive first play.
And back to Foster, grinding ahead for a few. Plenty of time, still 2:50 to play in the half.
They bring in 22 again, the speedster Chris Harrison.
So better defense now for McCarthy, guarding against the run. Harrison picks up a few. It's, call it 3rd and 4.
Yeah, Coach Bullock doesn't seem to be in a big hurry right now. I anticipate he's comfortable as you can be going in with a 10-point lead because they're really not trying to push the tempo here and get downfield.
We're under 2 minutes. 3rd and short. Back to the air. Slant. That ball thrown behind the target.
Be careful.
Looking for Will Jones.
Yeah.
So Annis, after a hot start, is cooled off some.
Yeah. Yeah, it was looked like it was an RPO. He stuck the ball in the belly of the running back, and he was more than likely reading one of McArthur's defenders. And if they attacked the run, he was going to throw the pass. A classic RPO play It was just a little behind number 2. So they're going to punt back to McArthur.
Paul McDonald. High, short kick. Just kind of wedges and stays right there at the 37.
Yeah.
So 1:40, Coach Davis. How aggressive do you think?
I think McArthur's going to be pretty aggressive right here. They're down by 10, so I would anticipate Coach Ortega is telling his offensive coordinator, they're going to probably take a shot or two here in the secondary of Mandarin. But Mandarin, that was kind of a funny series because they really didn't burn much clock, and they, gave the ball back to McArthur. So, they were kind of halfway in, halfway out on that one.
Yeah, while their ground game has been excellent, Coach Davis, it seems like through the air they're lacking confidence right now.
Yeah, Knox Anderson's kind of been off a little bit with his passes. But like you said, their running game has been working, so, they've relied on that. And their defense is playing good. Their defensive front is doing a real good job. Other than the great run by Flowers.
So Jackson Stroud with the McArthur offense back on the field, hoping to get even closer now with an opportunity. Jet sweep.
Here.
Got a blocker in front. Beautiful tackle there
tackle
by Keon Herring.
Keon Herring. Yeah, that was a great play by Herring. He read that, worked his way through the blockers, and made a great play on that jet sweep.
They still pick up 4. 1:10. Clock ticking.
Yeah, they're taking a lot of time here.
Stroud still surveying. Finally,
Cover
they
0,
snap
no
it.
safety for Mandarin.
And that play broken up.
Wow.
Well done.
Mandarin sold out. They were in a defense there. They had maximum pressure. They had no safety, and they were man across the board. They're really Mandarin really feels that they can cover these McArthur receivers because they're basically not showing a lot of respect with no safety back. And also I noticed that Bryson Wright has not been back in the game either.
Yeah, because he's been playing both sides, so we haven't seen him. That was Deontay Hampton, the sophomore DB, making a quality play.
That was the kid that got called for the pass interference earlier. But my hat's off because Mandarin's defensive backs are playing them tough. Even though they know they don't have any help. Now they're a too high look now, more conservative.
Now you also in jeopardy of giving the ball back to Mandarin.
Yeah.
It's 3rd and 6. And flags that's going to push them back further.
Yeah. These haven't been really good.
That's going against Mandarin.
2-minute drill.
So offsides, he'll make it 3rd and short.
So that's going to be 3rd and about 1.
And it stops the clock. That's going to frustrate Coach Bullock.
Right. Yeah, before the play was stopped, it looked like McArthur was trying to go deep with the ball there.
Third and 1, Stroud. Clock is stopped. Over the middle, nobody home.
Yeah, mixed up there.
And now what do you do, Coach Davis? You got 4th and 1.
Wow. No, you got to punt this. Coach Ortega's he's got to punt this, I would believe.
You're down 10.
Yeah, you don't want to give Mandarin the ball right there.
Looks like they may go for it.
Wow. Okay. All right. Let's see. Maybe he could be trying to draw him off sides, but you'll be giving Mandarin the ball in plus territory if you don't pick this up.
So 4th and 1, 46 seconds remain in the half.
All right.
Let's go. This is the Broward County National High School Football Showcase.
I think Coach Ortega
gonna,
might be reconsidering
yeah,
this. 'Cause I don't
think about it.
Yeah, because you put yourself back within 10. Yeah, he's going to punt it. I thought that might have been a little risky. You put yourself within 10 points. You don't want to give up any more an easy score to Mandarin. Just punt the ball and get out of the half. Yeah, so Coach Rock is he's reconsidered. They're gonna just. Oh no! They switched back again. The punt team came off.
Yep, they're going to go for it.
They're gonna go for it.
Hey, this is the showcase, Coach Davis.
Yeah, it's the showcase.
You go for it.
Coach Ortega's better than me. He's gonna go for it and see if he can pick up this first down. And wow. Let's see what happens here.
So big fourth down play. 4th and 1, 46 seconds. Stroud the option. He pitches it back, and it's a first down.
I guess
and
it's a great
more.
call.
He busted it free.
Oh,
he gone.
Man.
Touchdown.
Wow.
McArthur.
Now that is big time. Wow. Flowers again.
Savage Flowers. Another touchdown. Got a couple score updates, too, from Dave Brousseau, who does such an outstanding job, our media coordinator for Broward Education Foundation and Beacon Sports. St. Thomas Aquinas out ahead of Western 21-0 at the half. We'll see them next weekend. And right now, West Boca leading American Heritage 14-0 in the third. That's a bit of a surprise. Although West Boca
score there.
is strong.
Yeah, West Boca's done a great job last few years. You know, they're a public school, and they won back-to-back state championships, which is you don't see a lot, with public schools. But I mean, let's talk about Flowers here. This kid is. I mean, great option play by Jack Stroud. It was a speed option to the left. He came down the line, and if the defensive end takes you, you pitch it. And the defensive end took him. He executed the option pitch, and Flowers did the rest. Had some good blocking outside by his receivers. Wow. I mean, that was a 51-yard run. Flowers is exciting.
Well, Flowers, he's turned this game around. Yeah. It was 24-7. He refused to go down on the previous drive, busted a couple tackles, got his way into the end zone, and now he does it again.
Yeah.
We
thought McArthur was dead in the water, and
they
Flowers
looked completely flat.
Said, hey, wow, we got a good second half coming.
Samaj Flowers, Coach Davis, he's a 5'6" junior. Now, I don't know what kind of attention. I know he's getting some. But there's got to be a spot for him at the next level, you would think.
Oh, most definitely. There's a place for guys like that. Definitely. Even if it's not maybe the Division I, he might not have the size they're looking for, but he's still an outstanding running back where he can definitely get a college scholarship. Those were two great runs. Two great runs.
Yeah,
wow.
Game-changing plays by Flowers.
You were down by 17. We blink, and now it's a 24-21 Mandarin lead. McArthur's only down by 3.
What a way to start.
Yeah.
The 5th annual National Football Showcase here in Broward County.
Yeah, both teams are definitely putting on a showcase.
The line drive kick slices through the end zone, so it'll be a touchback. And with 34 seconds, you expect Mandarin to look for offense here or just run this down?
Yeah, no, I think Mandarin's probably just going to try to get out of here. Might even be looking at taking a knee right here.
Well, they've got to be stunned.
Yeah. Yeah, they have not closed out this half. That drive they had before, and I was telling you, they were like half in, half out. They ran a couple plays, got a first down. Then they threw the ball and stopped the clock and gave McArthur the ball back with time. So, I think if they would probably ran the ball a few times, they would have ran the clock out. Yeah, so they're probably just going to take a knee right here.
And indeed they do. They'll go rest and talk it over. And
yeah, regroup.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're definitely both teams need to get hydrated because we got a heck of a second half coming.
We do, and we've got an outstanding halftime report coming your way as well. So stay with us here on Beacon Sports. It is 24-21 and an outstanding first half of football. Mandarin leads McArthur after the Mustangs of McArthur storm back with 2 touchdowns here late in the half to close the gap. This is the 5th annual Broward County National High School Football Showcase.
I wanted to be a college football coach when I was wrapping up in college. I really wanted to do the GA route, stay in college. Always wanted to coach college football. I knew I wanted to coach football when I was a freshman in high school. And so coaching was always something that I was shooting for when my playing career was done. My playing career ended quicker than I thought it was going to end. But I wanted to go the college route and got married to my wife. And we had a baby right after I got done playing. And when I got hurt and the NFL wasn't going to be a thing, my old high school coach called me about a job. I came down here and I came to a jamboree at Mandarin High School. Told my wife I'll be the head coach at Mandarin by the time I'm 40. And 14 days after I turned 40, I got the job. Yeah, there was something about it. Michael Holmes on the first play of the game of that jamboree broke a 70-yarder, and I was standing on the track, and I was going to coach at Wolfson High School. And I didn't want to coach high school because I'd watched high school in some other states, and it was so slow. And when you're coming from the college game, you're like, it's like watching grass grow. And then coming back home to Florida, you're like, well, we do it a little different down here. We're just a little bit faster than everybody else. And I was like, okay, you know, where 4.3s are not a big thing everywhere else, we got a few of them. And so that was really it. I think every coach would say that this team is special and that. And so, and I agree with that. What makes us unique? I think we're unique. Like so many others, I think we have a good collection of different people and different minds and different ideas and different personalities, and we're able to come together and hopefully win a lot of football games. Yeah, that's a tough question out the gate, man. I don't know what makes us unique. I know what makes us us, and what us is a common goal to see Mandarin be as good as it possibly can be. I would hope the identity of the program is a well-coached, well-disciplined team that plays hard until triple zeros are on. I think some games we get that better than other games. But we're always going to try to be a player-led team, and I think that gets misconstrued a little bit. I think when people see player-led, they think that the kids are making decisions and stuff like, no, I want to see our players hold each other accountable. I don't want to be the one that talks about being late. I don't want to be the one that talks about turning in your stuff the correct way. I want the kids to regulate themselves and have enough respect for each other. We say this a lot, talk to each other, not at each other. And that's what I hope our identity is young men coming up to, one, better our community, better the United States of America, and also make Mandarin the absolute best place in Florida to play football.
All right, Bryson. So, tell me first of all about this play. Let's go through it. What do you remember the most about this play we're looking at here?
I just remember the DB being in front of me. He was off, so I had ran up, gave him like a little outside. I had a go ball, so I gave him an outside release. Then just went up on both of the defenders, and just caught the ball.
Now, your huddle's got a lot of plays. I'm just gonna say that, but this is the first one of your huddle. Why is that the first play on your huddle and the one you remember?
It was two defenders, and I had just went up and caught it over him. So I just put it at the first one, catch radius.
What does that say about your game?
What
that play? What does that first play? What does that say about you?
It just say a lot. It just say that no matter if it's more than one defender, it's you got to double team me. If it's one defender, that's not enough.
Now I got a chance to talk to your quarterback before this, and we went through that play, and he said there's not a lot for me to talk about because Bryson just wanted the ball. Now, how true is that?
Nah, in that moment, I did want the ball. I ain't gonna lie, I did, and he put it on the money, and it worked out.
I was a receiver.
Yeah.
We want the ball at all times of the game. I get it. Yeah. But this is one of those times that it just looks like it was your ball no matter what was going to happen.
I had to come down with that. I had told him I needed it, so I had to come down with it no matter what.
Okay. So, what's your favorite route to run? The whole route tree?
Probably either a go ball or like a slant, or a post.
And your quarterback loves throwing posts, so I guess it's a good thing both of you like posts. That's a good thing.
Yeah, he do like throwing posts.
At what point did you realize football was something that you loved and was going to be something you did?
It was like youth football when I found out I had the love for the game. Like I had to play travel youth football, so like when I was doing that, I was going crazy and so around that time.
You play both sides of the ball, play receiver. We looked at a side, the offensive side, but which side of the ball do you like best? Offense, defense?
Oh, offense for sure.
Offense for sure, okay. And why offense?
Just cause I like mossing people. No, actually I do like defense though. I do like people don't really watch my defense, but I do like defense. I like coming down. I like hitting. I do like defense. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay.
I always played both sides ever since I was a little kid.
If somebody sees this play and that's the only play they see of you, what does it say about your game and who you are?
Oh, it just say that it take more than one person to guard me and I can catch. Like I got a good catch radius.
Take me back through that play. You tell me what you remember most about that play.
Sure. I remember me being on the hash. My coach always told me if the running back, if it's outside zone, I gotta fill in this gap right here. So I'll show you the play. You just see me coming down. Right when I see him coming outside, it's outside zone, already snapping, I know the play. So I'll say, I was just coming down and I'll just make a play. I'm a hitter, so I'm gonna try to do what I gotta do. I made a fumble, and what people don't really know, I ended up picking the ball back up. So I got a fumble recovery for it.
So you forced fumble and fumble recovery.
Yes, sir. So I was just being me. That's what I like to do, come down, stick my nose in the place, and that's what I'm always do. So I take that's the play right there.
Right before that play, what was going through your mind?
Shoot. I ain't really know it was outside zone until I really seen this tackle try to block down on my DN, so I know that he's trying to seal him, so I gotta come fit right there. So I'm coming down, and I'm gonna hit you. I'm gonna hit you for sure. I'm a physical player, and that's what I like to do.
When Coach sees that clip that's the only clip he sees you, what is he gonna know about you?
That I stick my nose in places, and I know where the right run fit at. Everybody that going there, everybody that come like down on the curve, but me, I took a straight angle, and I met him where he at, and I had to stop him in his track.
How important is it for you to understand what a coach is asking of you and make sure that happens on every single play?
Shoot, I'd say just trusting my coach, knowing my coach gonna always put me in the right spot at the right time, so just trusting him and doing what he asked me to do best. Like he said, I'm one of the best athletes he ever coached around, so I got to show him that. And us going through film, we always watch that outside zone. He told me every time, he say 4. Stick your nose in there every time for outside run. That's what I'm going to do for him. I'm always going through a brick wall for my coach.
My success in football has never been because of X's and O's. Everybody understands that everybody has philosophy. Everybody has X's and O's. Everybody knows more football than the next man. You can go to all these, you want to learn to call plays, you can go online nowadays and look at calling plays or what play you want to call. I'm going to have kids believing they can run through a wall and they're going to love me. I'm going to make sure they know that I love them, they love me. I'm not the nicest person all the time, but they know that there's love behind that, the yelling. There's not, you got them guys that just beat people down. No, my kids love me. When they're done, they're going to come off, we're going to talk. We're going to, you know, kids are going to be kids. But at some point, they want to feel good, they want to feel safe. Not everybody has a father. Not everybody has a mom. You know what I'm saying? So when you come around, coaches have to understand, coaches forgot that we are the father figures. We are raising the best kids for America, or the future. We are a part of that. I just texted one of the kids who's on a visit this morning. I said, I'm proud of you, bro. He's like, Coach, why am I? I'm like, because you're doing it. Like, you're living the dream, like where everybody wants you. Everybody's poking you. You're like this now. Getting, you know, Coach, everybody loves you. They're all your friends now. They'll be careful with that because, you know, fake love is real. And so you got to be careful. But just give kids a belief. And I make, like I said, my biggest power of my life has been bringing the best out in a kid, and the kid thinking that they're invincible because they got a guy that loves them behind them. It's crazy because I swear to you, like, I was okay with never being a head coach in high school. Everybody thought, oh, I got job offers every year. And I was okay with being next to Rack. Rack's my mentor. Rack put a lot into me, you know, but every coach I've been around in my life, there's things that you're going to take. There's things that you don't want to take. You know, you learn how to be your own man. So it was time. I just didn't think it was time then, but my son looked at me and was like, Dad, it's time, Dad. Like, you need to go do this. You got to do this, Dad. It's for my senior year, Dad. Please do it for me. So my son was a big part of why I left. And it was, you know, he's like, go home, let's go home, Dad, let's go home. Like, that's my home, ain't your home, but it's his home now, you know what I mean? But my son made me do this. And not made me, like, literally, but, like, he gave me a vision of believing it can happen. Best decision I made.
How are you feeling about going into tomorrow's showcase? It's definitely your biggest event that you have.
It's year 5. I've never imagined it would be what it is today, and I'm just blessed for the opportunity with the Broward Education Foundation, Broward County Public Schools, BCAA. Dave and Buster's here hosted an amazing event with their first school coming in from out of town. And it's just giving opportunities for the kids, so I'm excited.
Yeah. At what point did you realize that it could become something so big and so important?
After the first kickoff. Yeah. The first kickoff of the very first year, when I got the goosebumps and almost broke down. Aww. That's what it was all about. Yes. Because the build up and then actually for it to start.
Yeah.
Because I was stressed out trying to put this on, and then,
100%.
like I said, first kickoff was at Western High School. And I just remember I had to get away from people.
Yeah, and the fact that you can remember it means it was definitely special to you. Yeah. Do you still feel stressed or pressured when running it today, even after the 5 years?
Stressed every day, but at the end of the day, it's well worth it.
Yeah.
I've assembled a great team. You know, Coach Brandon Graham's done an amazing job with media, Beacon TV especially. Just being able to have 2 games on ESPN and Beacon doing 7 games. I mean, that's a huge undertaking, and it's turned out great. You got instant replay. How many schools have instant replay? But Beacon and Coach Graham pulled that off. So that's huge.
So what has been your favorite part about being such a big involvement in this event?
Well, when Dr. Perry came to me back in 2018, I never dreamt that it would turn into what it is today. And I think the greatest thing that I enjoy about it is the opportunity to meet new people, give the student athletes a College Bowl experience that 10, 15, 30 years from now, hopefully they remember playing in it, and that it being a positive experience and memory for them.
Yeah.
And getting to meet people like you for the very first time, that's what it's all about. It's about relationships and really building a bond to make not only the showcase the very best in the country, but also make sure that our partners feel appreciated and the people that bring value to what we do get a good return on their investment.
What do you think is going to be different about this year's event and showcase compared to the last 4 years that you've been doing this?
9 games.
Yes, a lot of games, I've heard.
Yeah.
How are you feeling about that?
Brandon Graham's super excited. He's going to have an amazing Friday.
Yeah.
No, we're, I mean, it's grown. It's just, you know, they're calling us now wanting to play, whereas the first year we were doing outreach just to see if there would be any genuine interest. But I think we're a national brand now and a go-to for the week 1 or week 2 with tremendous matchups and talent and just really a sunshine, South Florida, Broward County experience.
Yeah, I'm sure that can also be overwhelming though, and a lot of pressure can come from that, especially being one of the main people for this event. Like, how do you kind of deal with that?
Oh, I love it.
You love it? You love the pressure?
Yeah, I enjoy pressure.
Yes.
But every year's gotten easier because we've built a team. You know, the first year it was maybe a handful of us. Now there's 25 of us, and that makes me feel really good because what we did is we built something that a lot of people that are great individuals want to be a part of it, and we can be very selective on who we want around us. Someone like yourself, great first impression. You know, we want to build on that and make sure that you get an opportunity to learn and grow and be a part of this as well. So it's that kind of approach, that's that kind of mentality and attitude. You know, just you know, build on it, and then someday when it's time for me to step aside, that it will continue going through the younger generation.
All right. Opening kickoff of the second half, 5th annual Broward County National High School Football Showcase. What a way to begin this showcase with this first half of football, 24-21 Mandarin. It looked like Mandarin had command of this game. Coach Steve Davis, they're up 24-7. McArthur team appeared to be a little fatigued, deflated, and then boom, they hit them with Samaj Flowers.
Yeah, it was the Samaj Flowers show there in the second quarter. And, Jacksonville Mandarin's got to get back to the basics. I don't think they need to panic by any stretch. I think, get back to their running game, maybe some play action, and just control the football.
So they go back to the ground. No surprise there, getting outside, shaking off one tackler, breaking another one. Watch out, down the near sideline. Finally shoved out of bounds is Sean Quez Foster.
Wow. It's been a game of big plays. I tell you, Foster, I thought he was down, and, he just keeps his legs churning. I'm going to tell you who he kind of reminds me of, like Emmitt Smith a little bit, the way he runs. He is hard to bring down, and he has incredible leg strength.
Yeah, that's a good one, Coach Davis. How about Mark Fletcher Jr. as well, who also played in this showcase?
And then he goes out and they bring in the speedy sophomore.
And they go right
the
to him.
Going the other way.
And he shakes off a couple of tacklers.
Yeah, wow.
Picks up a few.
That is great to have two backs like that. That's coaches want to see that. You keep both of them fresh.
And that's, like we talked about, it's so important under these weather conditions too.
Yeah, because he's had Foster's had a big workload tonight. He's carried, in excess has to be with 20 carries tonight already.
Now, let's see if Coach Bullock just keeps it on the ground, trying to wear down this McArthur defense. Showing blitz.
Oh, they blitz.
They go to the air to the corner, one-on-one coverage.
Oh, he did not catch that.
And touchdown.
Oh, he's going to get a penalty. Why did
Flags are down.
Oh, my God. What a catch.
Remarkable stuff.
Wow. Great catch by Bryson Wright.
Bryson Wright, not only is he back in the game, which is a great sign, but then comes up with one of the highlight film catches you'll see all year.
Wow. But he is undoubtedly the best player on the field. I was going to wait to say that. I was feeling that, Ari, but I have to say he's the best player on the field tonight. Wow. Write that name down, people. Bryson Wright, Jr. He's an athlete.
6'4", 200 pounds.
That was every bit of a one-handed catch.
Remarkable stuff. Kind of reminiscent of the way this game started, too.
Yeah.
When Ennis threw into the corner that time, he connected with, it was Jones, right? Will Jones to open the game.
Right. Off of the Bryson Wright interception.
That's right. That's true.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He's imprinted
to
the
your
game.
point. Yeah.
And that's the thing.
Let's send it down to Caitlin Taylor.
I had a chance to talk to both coaches at halftime. Coach Ortega from McArthur High School said that he wants to limit the silly mistakes and he wants his athletes to trust each other on the field. Coach Bullock from Mandarin High School said that he wants to just play fundamental football and keep doing what they know how to do. Thank you.
Really good stuff, Caitlin. And that extra point is up and through. So Mandarin, boy, just the way Coach Bullock and his staff drew it up at the half.
Yeah, that was an excellent response. Good big run by Foster, and then the touchdown pass from Knox Ennis to Bryson Wright, and they extended the lead back out to 10. So, that, like you said, that's just the way I'm pretty sure Coach drew it up at halftime. They come back out. They knew they were getting the ball first coming out of half. So we always tell your team, hey, we're getting the ball. Let's go and score. And a lot of times that tells who made the good adjustments during the halftime. a great efforts by their kids coming out. So McArthur, Coach Ortega's kids they have to respond right now, and because like you said, they have to answer the score, and unfortunately, I'm pretty sure Coach is not happy with the penalty that Bryson Wright got, but you see what it does to the kickoff now. That's a personal foul, moves the ball back 15 yards, and we all know that McArthur has flowers deep over here, and you don't want the ball going anywhere near him.
And the kickoffs have been a weapon. They recovered
they kicked
one
away
pooch.
from him over here to number 13.
Stay away from Flowers.
Marquise Wright.
Wise decision, although Wright dangerous as well. But I think you're going to play your odds. And there's a late hit. Multiple flags come in.
That was not smart. Wow, Stephen Wright on the kickoff team. He gives them the 15 yards right back. That frustrates you so much as a coach for kids to do things like that. He hits the man.
I know that's got to hurt, man.
Yeah,
Four-time Broward Coach of the Year next to me. Those are the kind of things that keep you up at night, right, Coach?
Yeah. That's what makes your hair grow gray. Because now you had decent field position. Now the ball is back, at the 16-yard line. You lose all the potential field position you had. So on the 17, wow. I'm pretty sure Coach Ortega is not happy about that.
So these mistakes, both coaches, you heard the report from Caitlin Taylor talking about, hey, let's stay away from these mistakes.
Yeah.
They know it's the first game of the season, but they're there. We do have an interview with James Knapp, President and CEO of the Broward Foundation. Caitlin.
Here, 5 years into this event, how do you feel this has gotten and spread across the entire nation?
Yeah, I would say that we didn't expect it, but we planned for the best, right? I mean, I think what we wanted was a student-athlete experience to be at the top level possible. I think we've, surpassed those expectations, but I think that what we wanted the best event that possible. We have now the #1 high school football weekend in the country is right here in Broward County, and that's what we want.
And been your favorite part about this event showcase?
I think for me, my favorite part of this showcase was that student athlete from freshman to senior get to experience bowl game atmosphere that, once, some students don't get to play at the next level, but they'll understand what a bowl game atmosphere really feels like.
McArthur has the answer here.
To go to Dave & Buster's and going on boat rides, and we get to put that to our partners, and if it wasn't for our partners, none of this is possible, so we're excited to give that to them.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Caitlin, and great to hear from James Knapp, President and CEO of the Broward Education Foundation. And so, McArthur, they've been challenged all night long, Coach Davis, about responding, bouncing back. They have trailed throughout. And now they've got to do it again here at the beginning of the second half after Mandarin starts out with a TD.
Yeah, and they've responded. And the thing is, the good thing about what's happening tonight for McArthur is they're being put in these situations against a good football team that they have to respond to. And it's only going to make them better as the season progresses. It's early in the season, but this is a great opening test for them.
Flags are down, so
it's going to be their formation. They didn't have enough guys on the line of scrimmage. Their wide receivers were all off the ball. And that's where the officials talking to the wide receivers out here now that they weren't lined up correctly. So it's going to be a legal formation.
Well, the officials have been busy tonight. First game of the season for both teams. Hey, additional pressure, Coach Davis. Sometimes you like to open up the season with maybe a cupcake as you ease into the season, and you open in the season with pressure playing in the National High School Football Showcase. So added pressure.
Yeah, like we like to say, pressure makes diamonds, and they're definitely in a pressure cooker tonight if they're going to pull this one out. So, And you see when you get in the second half like this, what you try to tell your team is all mistakes are magnified. You don't remember the 15 yards here, the 15 yards there, but it's cumulative, and you're working against yourself. So that 15-yard penalty that McArthur had on the kickoff, they're fighting themselves out of that right now. And now you got Coach Ortega in a tough spot because it's 4th and a yard, about 4th and 1, and he's potentially thinking about going for this. He's Coach is a little more of a gambler than I am. I probably wouldn't do this right now, because you're a 10-point game, and you got to pick this one up if he's going to go for it, because you're going to give Mandarin the ball inside the 30 with their 2 backs, and you don't want to do that.
He looks like he's going to go for it. The last time, this is similar to the last time he went for it, but then he was at the 48-yard line, halftime expiring. Right. Now you're at 27.
Yeah, you kind of understood that, so I don't know. We'll see what happens here.
See if he tries to draw him off sides here. 4th and 1, enormous play, early second half, met at the line of scrimmage, and
Flowers
he's got
is tough. He got it.
Man, you got a guy like Samaj Flowers, and that's why you go for it in these instances.
I guess Coach knows a lot more than me, because I guess he said just give it to number 2. Flowers, this kid packs a punch. What do they have him here, 165?
Not to be denied. He just
5'6", 165.
Such a big heart, too.
Yeah. And he's broken many tackles tonight. The receivers are confused out here. They're going to end up getting another penalty.
They're checking to make sure.
Yeah, because they're not lined up correctly. I know that drives the wide receiver coach crazy.
Jackson Stroud looking left, completes it, but that's red. They've got that sniffed out.
That looked like the same play that started the game.
This time it's Zion Maynard, who's had a quality game, the junior. As Coach Davis alluding to, they had the first play from scrimmage was similar.
Yeah, similar play.
Yeah,
they got picked off.
Picked off. Led to the touchdown by Mandarin.
All right, McArthur's just got to settle down. They're out of sync offensively here. And Mandarin's defense is tough, so they got to get something, unless they're going to be in 3rd and long here.
2nd and 14. Trying to spread it out a little bit. But still, Flowers is your best bet.
Yeah, Flowers has been their offensive weapon tonight, no doubt.
Firing over the top and bobbled and incomplete.
I thought he had that.
Gorgeous pass from Jackson Stroud.
Kamarian Young.
And Young just couldn't bring it down.
Wow. All right, so you're going to have 3rd and about 15 here. And one thing you don't want to do right here is throw an interception or turn the ball over either, so kind of guarding against that as well with your play call here. Mandarin knows you're probably going to get a pass. And McArthur's in an empty set with 5 wide receivers, so most likely you're going to get a pass here. And Mandarin, again, cover 0 with no free safety, so they're bringing the house.
They're gambling. Stroud able to elude one, but not the rest of the Mandarin.
Yeah.
Front 4.
Very aggressive defensive philosophy by Mandarin's defensive coordinator. No safety, and they're bringing the pressure. But McArthur has not been able to make them pay. So I guess their philosophy is, I'm going to keep applying pressure until they beat us and make us, come out of it. So, it's been working for them, and, I guess they're going to keep doing it until McArthur makes them pay for that cover 0.
I like the aggressive defense.
Yeah. Especially when it's working.
Yeah. Right.
And it's tough, because Mandarin has some good defensive backs. They're well coached, and, You don't see McArthur receivers running free. They're like in their face and covering them.
No, they got big-time confidence in their defensive backs.
All right, and we got Mr. Bryson Wright back here. I hope he's not lackadaisical on this one.
Line drive, right fields it. May have a block in the back. Here comes the flag. This is coming back.
Yeah, but look at him.
Wright is going to glide into the end zone. He thinks he's got another touchdown. But we had a block in the back.
Oh, my goodness.
Right in front of him when he fielded it.
Now he's cramping up.
Oh, now he's cramping again.
Oh, that kid is special. He's special, man.
He is special.
Ooh.
But it hurts more because there was a penalty there.
Yeah.
I think he's okay. I think he's walking to the sideline if there was no flag.
Yeah, he's over here on McArthur's sideline. He's got to go get any help over here. His trainer's going to have to come and get him. That kid is, wow.
Yeah, this is high praise because the
I'm
man
gonna
next
keep
to
track
me,
of him.
You've coached some elite players who are now starring in the NFL.
Yeah, he looks he looks the part. Incredible talent. Incredible talent. Yeah, definitely have to keep track of his recruitment.
So they work on Bryson Wright. This is the second time he started cramping that right leg. They get it in the calf. Typically comes first.
Yeah, with the humidity tonight, you're going to get that. And surprised we haven't seen more players cramping up tonight. So coaches have done a good job conditioning their kids this summer and getting them ready for this big game.
Hot and steamy out there. You put on all that equipment too?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So let's see what Mandarin does now with a 10-point lead. And I presume you're going to get a steady dose of Foster and the sophomore running back, Chris Harrison. The rest of this third quarter because you're going to try to wear down McArthur's front.
Wear it down. Yeah, take the clock down a bit. I know it's early for that, but you start seeing players cramp, and that can become contagious late in the game.
Yeah, you got another one there. Yeah, it's like it's contagious. Like you said, Ari, it's contagious. One, and it's going to be every play now.
And get back to your point with Mandarin, their ability to throw not only Foster, but then the young legs of Harrison at you.
Yeah. So they got that 1-2 punch, and they're able to continue pounding you with that. And also, the running game is your best friend because you're keeping the clock running, and that's what you want to try to do in a game when you're up. Especially here in the second half, up by 10, you want to keep that clock running.
Looks like we're working on the injured McArthur player. We're going to bring in Brandon Graham. We pass the headset over to Beacon Sports executive producer, and Brandon Graham do such an outstanding job, not only with Beacon, but helping out the Broward Education Foundation, putting on this Broward County National High School Football Showcase. And I know you have fun with it, man. You not only love to coach, a former player and all that, you love the game, but getting to be around these special elite programs.
It's been fun, and I think one thing I've always enjoyed is that coaches allow the access, right? And I had the chance, thanks to BEF and Beacon, to be able to travel the country and interview all of these coaches and these programs. So Mandarin was about 3 weeks ago, and coaches unfortunately have to be very tight-lipped about things, but every single one of them was just so open and wanted to talk about culture and programs. And Steve Davis, who we got here, is one of those guys who I've been very fortunate in my life to be able to be around. He was the same way when he was at Plantation. So it's just been a lot of fun, and I had a lot of fun at Mandarin. Coach Chop is always been, I bothered him all summer, honestly, and back to spring ball. So, yeah, being around these coaches and these players and these programs has just been fun.
Well, you said Coach Bullock, one of the best interviews you've had, too. He's a character, isn't he?
There's no question. All right, it's just he enjoys life. He enjoys coaching. And to hear him talk about when he was an offensive coordinator for Carson Beck, when they won a state championship there, and how much he just cares about coaching and the program and in school, is a guy who understands the important parts of football, you know, and it's not just the wins. The man is as competitive as they come, but he really gets it and understands why he's doing what he's doing. So, yeah, just talking to Coach Bullock was a lot of fun. Even last night, they were Dave and Buster's, and just how he talked about his players and his coaches and his programs, inspiring.
Well, you get to be around these elite programs. We'll hear more about the other teams again. We got games next week, so we're not going to give you information. But do you see a pattern? You're visiting these special programs. Do you see a lot of similarities, Brandon?
That's a great question. And every single one of them kind of has that competitiveness to them. Every practice is just man-on-man, offense, defense, 7-on-7. Everything is competition, right? And I think that's what all of these programs have in common. And when I had the chance to watch McArthur and Coach Chop let me just enjoy practice, everything about it starts with competition. And he told me when we interviewed, we start practice with competition. It was one-on-ones, and then it was another competition. And you know, at Mandarin, I laughed because he had a whole practice before practice. I was sitting there shooting. He said, all right, now we start practice. That was pre-practice. Jeez, Coach, you gotta be kidding me. So, yeah, it's just every single one of them. Its practices are run well. Players understand what they're doing, and I think that's been a lot of fun also to watch how practices run.
We got a 3rd and long here for Mandarin. They've struggled through the air, but this time tucking it under, taking it himself across the 50. He's near that marker. He may have picked it up, Knox Annis. You talked about Carson Beck, Coach Bullock coaching Beck. Here with young Knox, he's committed to the Canes, trying to follow in those footsteps.
He was a great interview. I had a chance to talk to him. Caitlin spoke to him last night. Great young man, and he's so good at understanding his role on the team. He likes that leadership role. He coaches other players, even the quarterback behind him. You know what I mean? He doesn't see it as I have to hold secrets, and I think that was really, really great thing to see. How great of a leader he is as far as his team goes.
So Annis has come up with a couple of big touchdown passes, one to Jones, one to Wright.
And I'm gonna pass this back to Coach Steve Davis, who knows way more about this beautiful game than me. But you know, I think in living and talking about this thing, it's just I've enjoyed this opportunity. You know, I've enjoyed being able to be around these programs. There's so many interviews that we've been able to put on social media and that you're going to see in these games, and you know again, just coaches have really opened the doors and allowed Broward Education Foundation, me specifically, to kind of come in early in the morning and stay with them until whenever. And they just let me interview, let me talk, and just let me understand why they do what they do. And Duval County and Jacksonville and everything. We got bowls coming down next week. So it's just been a lot of fun, and I really appreciate everybody who's been a part of this. Beacon Sports and Beacon TV has been obviously phenomenal. We have this game, and we got a couple more games. Beacon's just been such a great place to be for me personally since I was young, and just understand that Beacon specifically gets what this is, and that's why we work so well with the Broward Education Foundation.
All right, BG, we look forward to hearing more from you next week. We've got a slew of games, and always a pleasure visiting with you, man.
Appreciate that. We get Steve Davis back in here, and I can't wait to tell a Steve Davis story about Patrick Peterson and I. We were in the booth some years ago. I'll let him talk about it.
Okay.
He predicted a Pat Peterson touchdown way back when. So
you got him shaking his head. We got to hear the end of this story. Well, before we get to the close of that story, we got 2nd and 7. Knox over the middle and through the
nice
hands.
That was a great throw by Knox. He stood in the pocket and he delivered that right on the money. Unfortunately,
yeah, I don't have a 21.
Yeah, we don't have 21 on our roster.
On the roster, we apologize.
Yeah, but
get back to that Patrick Peterson.
Oh man, you know, I think, like I told you, Ari, we did the Soul Bowl together a few years ago, and Peterson came on the scene. He was, oh my kind of puts you in the mind of the kid tonight from Jacksonville, but he just unbelievable athlete. And he was a sophomore at that time. And I told Brandon, I said, that kid there is the best player in the state of Florida. I saw it. Oh, he shanked this punt.
And then became one of the best players in the world.
Oh, yeah.
All-world player.
And he is a great kid. He gives back to Ely. He gave back. The stadium is named after him up there, the field, I believe. And he paid for a brand-new scoreboard for the stadium up in Pompano Beach, Ely. So he's a kid that gives back and just a legendary player at Blanchard High School, and also LSU and on to the Arizona Cardinals, as we all know.
Coach Davis,
knocking on the Hall of Fame here.
Yeah, I think well deserved. Coach Davis coached over at Ely, won a state title there 2002, state coach of the year that season. So we got 3 minutes remaining in the third. McArthur gets the ball back here. Hey, you figure you got to get the ball in Flowers' hands.
Yeah, you got to get it in Flowers' hands. But I'm going to tell you what, all right, somebody else has to step up and make a play. Flowers has done a lot tonight, and I'm pretty sure Jacksonville is keying on him. But somebody else has got to step up and make a play. Maybe it might be Mr. Stroud right here.
On the move, nice throw. And spinning away, picking up a few more, and then we get a late hit.
No. Oh, man. This is going to give McArthur another 15 yards. They're going to be inside the 35-yard line here. I'm almost sure this is on Jacksonville.
Nice.
Mandarins.
Nice little spin move there, Kamari and Young after the catch. And nice then that frustrated the Mandarin defense, so they pick up a silly
Yeah, but then he picks up a silly mistake. But like I say, and you're in a 10-point game, and now a big play, you tack on this. These little minute details make a difference in the outcome of the game. But Stroud did a great job. He moved out of the pocket, bought himself more time, and delivered a strike. Great play by the kid.
I'll tell you, Jackson Stroud has been impressive.
Yeah, Stroud's
no doubt.
He's really been impressive. And what do you say? He's a senior this year,
He's a senior.
Okay.
But with that kind of length, 6'5", he's got a high ceiling.
Yeah.
He's still got some growing in to do into that frame,
nice,
as you said.
Frame. He can grow into. He can put some weight on in the college weight room and program. But he has the intangibles and the tools. Oh, he got almost a fumble snap.
He's got this ability.
Throw it away, Jackson. Throw it away.
To evade the rush. There. But he didn't throw it away.
Oh, my goodness.
I think the receiver that he was looking at might have fallen down, and that ball just flew into the arms of a waiting Mandarin Mustang. That's unfortunate.
I thought he was throwing it out of bounds from this angle. Oh, man. Oh, that is a killer. Coach Ortega is probably, All right, Jackson, keep your head up. Coaches are talking to him.
Yeah, he's got a whole slew of coaches over there.
Away. You were in plus territory on Mandarin side of the ball. Great opportunity to score on that drive, and we come up with the pick.
Well, he was playing with a ton of confidence. They tried to do a little too much there.
Yeah. Young quarterbacks do that sometimes instead of, oh, man. That is tough.
So 1st and 10 for Mandarin, up 10. Late third. They'll go back to the ground, bouncing off a tackler, able to pick up a few. But he always ends up landing forward, doesn't he? You can't push him back.
He that's a sign of a good back. He's always going forward, and he never gets hit. He delivers the hit.
Right. Punishing
blows. That's what
blows.
I love about him.
Sean Quez Foster.
That's what I love about that kid. He always delivers the hit. And he's got offers from Jacksonville State, Mercer, FAMU, Miami, Ohio.
let's send it down. We get an interview here with Mr. Ramirez from Duval County.
Now that you're in Jacksonville, what does it feel like being back home in Broward?
It's great to be back home, just to see friends, colleagues that really have become family. So it's a really special night to be here.
And is this event something that you would consider having in Jacksonville?
Absolutely. Part of this is really to kind of see and understand the vision here with Broward Education Foundation, but really the connection to Jacksonville and be able to possibly replicate something like this in Jacksonville. So that's the vision, that's the goal. So we're excited to be a part, excited to have our kids be a part of this opportunity here, and really thankful to the Broward Education Foundation and Broward County Schools.
Back to you, Ari.
Thanks again, Caitlin. Out of a timeout. 2nd and 7 for the Mandarin Mustangs.
Oh.
And there he goes again. He puts that head down. Actually, the helmet popped off, and he's still dragging people forward.
Still going forward. Forward lean. You know, a lot of times when you when you're training running backs and a lot of your drills, you always tell them to fall forward, your pass, run behind your pass, and he does all that. He's very fundamentally sound. So he's definitely ready for college, and he's just continued to get stronger and bigger.
3rd and short.
Here's the sophomore.
That's an easy first down. That was a big gap to run into for Chris Harrison.
Wow.
And I think that's a sign, Coach Davis, that McArthur's defense getting worn down.
Yeah. That's what's unfortunate about the Stroud interception is that, you put your defense back out there, because McArthur was an excellent opportunity to put some points up and close the gap in this game. But, now the clock's ticking. They're not going to – they're doing what you call taking the air out of the ball. And telling that O-line to keep pounding.
Flag comes down. Yeah, we might have a hold. That'll be a break for McArthur. That's exactly what they needed. It didn't look like they were going to stop Mandarin at the line of scrimmage, but this will push them back.
Yeah. Yeah, but you got a hold. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the coaching staff is telling the offensive line, we're going to put it on your back. But those holding penalties really screw your drives up.
Well, Mandarin has been quite charitable to this McArthur team when they've been up with some mistakes, penalties.
Yeah, so this kind of puts a monkey wrench in your running the football, burn the clock strategy. I thought that was a lot for a holding penalty. They're readjusting that, because that was like that was
15.
First and a mile.
Yeah, it should have been 10.
Yeah, they made an adjustment. So now you're first and 20. They gave him 15 instead of 10. Play action.
Towards the sideline, pass complete out to the 40.
Nice throw and catch by number 2, Will Jones.
Will Jones again. What a compliment Jones is to Brayson Wright, isn't he?
He is. He kind of puts in mind. He's like that possession guy. He's solid. Obviously, Wright's a big play guy. And I'm noticing we haven't seen Wright back out there since the cramp on the punt return either.
And we'll see if he's able to come back for the 4th. 30 seconds. And now 2nd and 5. You figure they'll go back to the ground, Mandarin. But a big 15-yard pickup on 1st and 20. Foster cuts it back, squirts through for a couple.
Squirts through. And they're down a 3rd and 3 now. That they made up from 1st and 20.
And they will take this snap at the beginning of the 4th quarter.
All right.
So just one score here in the 3rd. And it was a touchdown for Mandarin as they take a 10-point lead to the sideline before the fourth. We'll be back.
Six picking a path through the defense. Crosses the midfield line, 1st and 10. Man to man.
Well, it's great to have you, and 5th annual now, Dr. Perry. Can you believe that? 5th annual?
I cannot. I never imagined after year 1 we would be in year 5 right now. But it's amazing. It's a great opportunity for these kids.
So Mandarin football here. Ooh, a clothesline. That's going to bring in a flag, and we'll see. Hopefully Foster's okay. He took a shot to the face. A dangerous hit there. It looks like Foster will be okay. Good to see. What a battler he is. But Dr. Perry, just you talked about the 5th annual, the success that this showcase has had continuously and cumulatively, easy for me to say, but growing every year.
Yes.
Where do you see it now? What level do you see the showcase at?
I definitely see it as the elite and premier high school football event in America. I mean, the first 4 years we had 116 ESPN top 300 kids, and that's before these 9 games we have this year, so that list is going to grow.
Yeah, remarkable names, including, we talked about it, Jeremiah Smith, Mark Fletcher Jr., Malachi Tony, just to name a few. And it just keeps coming year after year. Some of the talent on this field, this is just the opening game.
Yes.
And you couldn't ask for a better opener.
I could not, and I'm glad we did it this way this year. I love having one game to kick off the classic. So it's just been an amazing run. And like you said, it's been a heck of a game back and forth. We got the #1 kid in 2028, 3 kids committed to Miami. It's just a great pool of talent on the field right now.
Who's the #1 kid in 2028?
That's Bryson Wright.
Okay. Yeah, so Coach, somebody, he knows what he's talking about, this guy, Coach Steve Davis. He's seen the best. He's coached the best, and he's been raving about Bryson Wright for good reason. And going to throw this one away wisely.
Coach Davis has seen some talent. He's coached many himself, so he knows what it looks like.
Yeah, he didn't miss this kid. He's been raving about him.
Can you believe today's his birthday? He was 15 yesterday.
No way.
He is 16, 6'5", 210 pounds. I was with him at Dave & Buster's last night. And
He's 16 years old.
Hey, I played DB in college. I walked up to him, and I just like, no, thank you.
You don't want to cover him.
No, not at all. But he's a great
athlete.
kid. I mean, everyone from both sides that we've interviewed and spoke to has just been amazing.
Well, Foster is okay. Stumbles, recovers, still bouncing forward. Flag comes in late. What a remarkable player he is, Sean Quest Foster. And a great crowd tonight here at this beautiful facility at McArthur.
It is amazing having these turf fields. We got 6 put in over the summer, and the debut here is just, I mean, it's a great stadium, great facility to do the first game of the year.
What an atmosphere, too, Dr. Perry. The excitement that builds for this event, when do you really start to feel that each year? Kickoff.
First
That's
kickoff.
it.
I get goosebumps every first kickoff. With ticket sales and the VIP and media, we had well over 1,500 people here tonight. So that says a lot for South Florida and Mandarin and the community to come out to support the kids.
Yeah, that's a big crowd. And what a schedule you have on tap. I mean, I could just go on and on. I'm not going to go every game, but some of the teams, you know, Chaminade Madonna, Sierra Canyon coming in from California. We've got Pine Creek out of Colorado, East St. Louis out of Illinois. Bowles is back. Bishop Gorman, DeSoto out of Texas. I'm with Dr. Kevin Perry, the director and co-founder of the Broward Football Showcase. But what an impressive list.
It's the first time Texas has ever come to Florida. So it took me 5 years to pull that off, but it's going to happen. So next Saturday, get your popcorn ready because it's time to end the talking. Who's got the best talent? Florida, California, Georgia, Ohio, Texas. And I'm old school. You find out between the white lines. That's the only way to do it. So it's going to be a great game. All of them. I mean, all 9 this year is going to be amazing.
Yeah, well, St. Thomas Aquinas will be going up against DeSoto from Texas. That'll be on ESPN along with the Bishop Gorman and Columbus collision. That'll also be on ESPN, both from St. Thomas Aquinas. Oh, what a slate. What'd you do? To get Texas here? Did you have to promise some stone crabs or something?
No, I don't know why. It worked out great. I called Coach Mathis when he was at the All-American game at practice. Just so happened he's coaching against Mike Smith at the Heritage. And I said, oh, go ask Mike about the showcase and what it's all about. I get a phone call after practice. We're interested, and we just kept talking and building ever since January.
Oh, good job. There's a lot to sell, that's for sure. So back in action. And in the backfield, big play defensively for McArthur. Blowing that up was Connor Willis. Excuse me. No, we've got Wellance Bernard, just a sophomore. So how much interest is it, Dr. Perry, to get in this showcase? I imagine you've got teams contacting you from all over the country.
2028s are almost done already. I got a few that I've already said, okay, 2028 is not possible. Let's work on 2029. Let's just keep building and growing.
Well, that's a good business model, isn't it? You got it booked for already 2 years in advance. Knox.
Oh, it's a lot of space.
Evades, turns it upfield, gets the first down, cruises out of bounds. Well handled by the junior QB, future Miami Hurricane.
Definitely showing off for the staff. I had some people down there ask me for the link, so they're watching right now.
Yeah, great job by Beacon Sports, Broward Education Foundation. I mean, the leadership you have at the top, it probably makes things a lot easier, Dr. Perry. And then with Brandon Graham lead the way in coverage and media, Dave Brousseau. It's quite a team.
It is. It's all about that team. The BF, the Broward Education Foundation, with James Knapp leading the way, Sean Sarah, and you got Griffin Sarah. I mean, Kyle, the list can go on. And the Broward County Athletic Association, led by Patty. And Rocky was instrumental last year. You know, he's in the promised land, retired, enjoying life. But
that's why he had the big smile on his face when I came in, Rocky.
Enjoying it. But, I mean, I can't say enough about Beacon TV and your staff and everything that you're doing to provide these opportunities.
Oh, this is a pleasure. I mean, this is top of the line high school football. You don't get better than this showcase. right through a big seam, and yet another first down for Mandarin. As they've got it on cruise control on the ground, Dr. Perry. Where do you see this showcase? I mean, you say you're booked already a couple of years in advance. The team's contacting you. I know you're a dreamer, even to put this together. What are your dreams for future? Is that something you want to share, or is that? Or is
there's something.
We'll hold on
there's something on the horizon. There's something coming. Need a few people above me to say yes and sign off on some things, but there's some special things coming to student athletes across the country.
Well, that sounds like fun. Flag comes in. Big tackle there as they brought down the youngster for Mandarin, who's been terrific, Chris Harrison. Well, Dr. Perry, I know you got plenty of places to be. We're going to see you again next week. I know we got games on tap. We want you right back here. But congratulations.
Thank you, and thank you both for doing this tonight. And like I said, thank Beacon. I mean, sending Brandon out to interview these coaches. ESPN, they don't even do that to some of these coaches, and they just love the experience. Like I said, it's a bowl game experience. We chip in, giving them 2 nights in a hotel, 2 buses, 3 meals a day, and just a South Florida experience. So it's a bowl game experience for these kids.
To the air, to the end zone, open receiver, and it's picked off. McArthur comes up with another big play to keep their hopes alive. Well, Dr. Perry, Dr. Kevin Perry, co-founder and director, more exciting football. Thank you for putting this together and bringing it to South Florida.
Thank you.
All right, we'll see you soon. So another player helped off the field. This time it's Caleb St. Fleur, the Temple commit. But Coach Davis, welcome back. It seems like any time Mandarin has a chance to put this game away, McArthur comes up with a big play, saving play.
Right, yeah. Unfortunately, both quarterbacks have thrown some errant interceptions. Oh, almost a great catch.
Nearly a sensational catch.
Yeah, like you say, all right, they were pushing the ball. They were in the red zone there. You had a great run. And then, man, because at least you want to come away with 3 and put yourself up by 13 if you can. But they end up with nothing, and now you got still 10. McArthur still down by 10 with 7:56 left, so you got time. But we got to get the ball moving upfield.
That was Tommy Nellums, 6'2" senior. Great effort there. That would have come back anyhow. I believe we got a penalty. Now they'll walk it off. Nope. Okay. 2nd and 10. Just under 8 minutes.
Let's see if McArthur can get something going here.
The big plays have been provided by Samaj Flowers for this offense.
Yeah, so let's see if Samaj can get something cranking again here. –
Stroud has been
Mandarin just
elusive.
continue to
In
blitz.
trouble, though. Gets it off. It's caught.
Yeah.
And a big tackle there made by,
guess who?
Guess who? Bryson Wright.
Bryson Wright, the #1 player in the class of 2028. Yeah.
You kept saying, hey, this guy is something special.
Something special about
We
him,
didn't
right?
have the Dave Brousseau gives us every stat in the world, but that one I didn't have.
Yeah, it tracks though.
Yeah, it all makes sense now.
Yeah, he's gonna. Wow, he's gonna. I would imagine he has every college in the country after him. Wow. McArthur's in a tough spot right here. 3rd and about 15. Wow.
Yeah, this is it's under 7 minutes. It's not 4-down territory yet, Coach. But
no, I wouldn't think it would be.
Yeah.
But Coach Ortega's proved me wrong a couple times tonight. Yeah, a lot more confidence than me.
So we'll see if they go for the entire 16 right here.
Oh.
Nice play.
He's sneaky fast.
Again with his wheels, but then he's swung down.
Yeah.
Big number 99 over there again.
Yeah.
That's
defensive front for
Outland,
Mandarin.
Kindred Outland.
Yeah, Kindred Outland.
USF commit.
Yeah, they've played really well. Other than, the few plays where they let Flowers get out of there, they've played solid defense tonight for the most part. And, for the most part, other than the big plays.
That's right. That's the big runs by Flowers, as
and they
you
were
mentioned.
Great individual efforts, too.
So McArthur's got to punt it away here and hope for a 3 and out. Get the ball back, down 10.
Yeah, that's easier said than done with these two running backs because they're probably not going to throw another pass. Uh-oh.
Well, watch out here.
Uh-oh.
Braylon's got it.
Uh-oh.
Look at this shimmy move.
Oh, my goodness.
And all the way to the 31. Little fake to the outside and then cuts it on a dime. He is one smooth performer.
Yeah. It's so effortless. It's like yeah.
And he's just 16 years old.
16. Man, he is special.
So clock stopped 5.5 minutes.
Yeah. And then, Mandarin, Coach Bullock is looking at it like, I got good field position here, plus territory. You're going to get a dose of Foster. He's going to at least want to get out of this series with, at very least, a field goal, which will put him up by 13.
Well,
McArthur's defense has to stand up right now.
they have to. They know it's coming.
Is that
Flowers.
A hold? Yeah,
That's a hold
by the
again.
tight end, number 10.
Another gift given to McArthur. So some life there.
Yeah. Yeah, they got on the edge. It was that outside zone play, and tight end from Jacksonville Mandarin got caught with his hands on the jersey, number 0 for McArthur.
St. Fleur.
Yeah, St. Fleur. St. Fleur's played a good game tonight.
He really has, and he had to be helped off with a cramp, but coming back, he's going to be a good player for Temple.
Oh, yeah.
Up in Philly.
And that's what I love about, these kids get opportunities to go and play all in other parts of the country, and if they're good enough, they'll find a place for you.
So now it's 1st and a mile. They've got the sophomore back going to the air. Going to the end zone.
Oh, no.
Player got tripped up.
That was a good no call, I think, by the back judge there because their feet got tangled up, and they were both playing the ball. So I think that was a good no call.
Yeah, I agree. So Coach Bullock going for the hammer right there, trying to put this game away.
Yeah. But like you say, the penalty the holding penalty puts them back, so now they're throwing the ball. If they would have, you know, if they didn't get the holding penalty, you probably wouldn't have saw another pass from them.
So just under 5 minutes. Do you expect to see 2 running plays here and playing more conservatively?
It's hard to
Run
say now
clock?
because now you're putting yourself in second and very long.
2nd and 20. Mandarin has Harrison behind Anus. And a big channel for
sophomore.
Harrison. That gets them back to about the original line of scrimmage and brings up 3rd and 10.
So it's manageable because now you might be in 4-down territory. If they can pick up something here on 3rd down, I would imagine Coach Bullock, I don't know what he's thinking about the range of his kicker, but he might be in a 4-down territory here if they get positive yards on this 3rd down.
So both backs in now. Second man through.
Oh,
trying to
nice play by
reverse
McArthur's
field.
defense. Nice play.
McArthur in on the tackle. Jonathan Sawyer. DeVore Williams.
Like Clarence Gillis, number 10, was in there on that also.
Yeah. So they're going to punt it. 3.5 minutes to play. 4th and 11.
Yeah, I think this is a smart play right here. You're up by 2 scores, 3 minutes and counting, and if he can hit a nice sand wedge in here, drop it inside the 20, he'll be good.
Now, they may not snap this. They'll take the delay of game.
Yeah, give yourself a little more room.
So clock stops at 3:05. Push them back 5 yards. Paul McDonald standing at the 50.
They're going to try to drop it.
And he nails
nice
it.
Punt. Nice punt. He dropped it inside the 5.
The junior punter, McDonald, pins McArthur back to the 5-yard line.
Yeah, it's going to be tough here. Yeah, they're going to have to put it in the air every play right now, which kind of, unless you get Flowers the ball on a pass, because you definitely want him to touch the ball, but.
You get him out in the flat?
Yeah, something like that, or maybe up the seam. But I'll tell you what, win, lose, or draw tonight, McArthur played some good football. They got some good film to learn from. That's going to propel them. I think they're going to have a really good season because they have a lot of talent. And they'll learn from this game, and like I said, it won't knock them. They're not losing to a team that's not a state powerhouse right now. So they'll learn from this and get better.
Yeah, no question. Plenty of bright spots. Certainly Samaj Flowers outstanding. But Jackson Stroud,
yeah,
he's going to be a good leader for this team.
Yeah, I
at
like
QB.
Stroud. I like Stroud. You know, he'll learn from his mistakes, watch the film tonight. He has a good arm, and he has some wheels. We saw that tonight. He showed a lot of, athleticism running outside the pocket, and he's going to only get better. So I think McArthur's fans should be happy. They're going to have a good season.
Looks like Stephen Wright's on the field. He's also a backup quarterback. Stroud lines up in the gun. 2nd and 8. They got to have some urgency here. Taking too much time.
Yeah, taking.
Going deep downfield and too far for Ratavion McCreed to have a play.
McArthur called another timeout here, it looks like. All right.
So 3rd and 8. This is definitely 4-down time with just 2 minutes to play, down 10. So they need to get a good half of this, wouldn't you say, Coach?
Yeah, but definitely got to pick up this 1st down at least. It's 3rd and 8. So if they
you go to Flowers here,
they got to get it. Or maybe a screen to Flowers might be in the. Definitely, he hasn't touched the ball in a while.
He's the guy that's kept him in this game.
Oh, you got somebody open here. Oh, yeah. That's a tough spot for any quarterback back up in your end zone like that. And Mandarin is continuing that pressure package, blitzing them too.
So clock stops just under 2 minutes. 4th and 8 at your own 7. You got to go for it, right, Coach?
Oh, yeah. I mean, this is the game now. If you got any chance of anything, you got to go for it because when Mandarin gets the ball, it's going to be a couple of kneels, and they'll be out of here on the bus back to Jacksonville.
And that will be one happy ride back to Jacksonville.
And Coach Bullock's team they learned a lot tonight about themselves, with this playoff atmosphere. And I'm gonna definitely keep track of them this season. They got a lot going for them. Got some elite talent on their team, 2 good running backs, a good quarterback, and Mr. Bryson Wright, who's Mr. Do Everything for them.
They get good balance, don't they, Coach Davis? You really
they got good balance.
Can't find weakness here.
No, and that's the thing. They got a good. And I see some good line play on both sides. McArthur also.
Yeah.
Both teams have very good offensive line, defensive line, kids with nice size. And so, real quality football game tonight.
So, McArthur had to use one of their timeouts. Even though the clock was stopped, but at 4th down, this is it. So this is, they got to have it. They need about 8.
And Mandarin, that's still, single high safety, press coverage, and it's worked for them all night.
Just throwing it up because he had to get rid of it under pressure. And that's going to do it.
Yeah, that's going to probably do it. All right, for tonight, they're going to. Coach Bullock will take a couple of knees. But him and his staff, hats off to them. They've done a great job getting the kids prepared all summer. And McArthur's a tough football team. Good football team.
Yeah, McArthur's good. They've got a ton of athletes, good size. They'll be dangerous.
It's got some things to clean up, but they're definitely ready for a 2026 season.
So the Mandarin Mustangs and the McArthur Mustangs. We bet the house that the Mustangs were going to win, so we were safe.
We were right either way. We hedged our bets on that one. That's very unusual. 2 teams, same mascot and same school colors.
Mandarin season opener. That says a lot about a coaching staff.
Yeah, it does, because it shows that they put a lot of preparation into the off season and getting their kids ready to play. Coach isn't taking the knee. Coach Bullock wants to put some more points up.
Yeah, so maybe it'll just be that one running play. In any rate, Mandarin has had a tough time putting this game away. Credit McArthur
McArthur, unfortunately, just hadn't been able to take advantage of it. But, yeah, like you said, Mandarin has allowed them to hang around and not put the game completely away.
Our next games here on Beacon Sports will be next Thursday. West Broward will take on McEachern from Georgia. That'll be at Western High School. And Chaminade Madonna against Sierra Canyon out of California.
And that McKee, touchdown from Mr. Foster.
That'll be right here at McArthur High School.
Yeah, and a little side note, the McEachern team is coached by Kareem Reed, and he was a Broward County high school coach. He coached at Coconut Creek. And he's been in high school coaching now for a while and coached at a couple of schools up in Georgia. So he'll be bringing his squad down here from the Atlanta area.
So Mandarin finally delivers that knockout punch. And that will pull the plug on most of this crowd. There's been a great crowd here tonight.
Yeah, a lot of energy in the stadium tonight. McArthur's student body and fans came out tonight and supported the Mustangs. But they've had a lot of energy in the stadium. The band has done well. They got a lot of energy going, a lot of good things that go with McArthur for the season. A lot of good things to look at.
Yeah, including this gorgeous field, new field.
Yeah, I'm so happy for the kids of Broward County. They're getting all these turf fields. It really upgrades the facility overall. And sports, your lacrosse, your soccer,
yeah.
All your sports will be able to use this. Different activities with the student body can be held out here. So it's really, and the maintenance on it now is, no more fertilizer, no more lawn maintenance, so it's going to save the county money in the long run.
Under a minute now. National High School Football Showcase kicking off here tonight at McArthur, the 5th annual, and a quality game. Exciting first half. It was 24-21. Mandarin at the half.
Oh, why did you do that?
Oh, that's... Yeah, that's going to
make...
This
is the kind of stuff, like you say, as a coach, it drives you nuts.
That's going to infuriate both sides.
15-yard penalty. Even though the game's decided, it's just that type of stuff, cause you to lose games down the road. And Coach Bullock's he's afraid to walk to the sideline. Coach Bullock's waiting for him.
McArthur called a fair catch. To the kid's defense, he didn't see it, but you got to see it, right?
Yeah.
You got to be alert.
It's smart football.
Yeah.
The smart teams are the ones that win the championships.
So McArthur's offense will come out for one final trip here with 54 seconds.
Yeah, to finish the game off, let's go McArthur. Take a couple shots at the end zone.
Well, certainly no fatigue in the band.
No.
They've been energetic all night. That ball will fall incomplete.
I don't think we talked about number 7, the corner here. He's had a great game, too. Mario Pratt, 6'2", senior cornerback here. He's done a great job. He's been a press man all night. And it looks like he might be nursing a little injury, too, but he's an excellent corner. He's played tough over here.
Well, I'll tell you who else likes him. The midshipmen of Navy, because they've already offered, and they're going to be playing up at FAU. I think it's next Saturday against the Owls.
Well, what that tells me about him is that he's a great student if Naval Academy is looking at him.
Good point. Yeah, that's quite a workload. That type of commitment.
Yeah, that's not easy. Oh. Yeah.
And the sack. They finally get to him.
Yeah.
And for Mandarin, it's Nyron Bradley, a 6'2 junior linebacker.
Wow.
And Jackson Stroud, he's taking a beating.
Yeah,
he needs an
is.
ice bath.
Coach might want to get him out, get this game over with. Get in the film room this weekend and get ready for week 2.
I guess they're going to snap it again. 10 seconds. Maybe not.
No, they don't have to. The referee hadn't started the clock.
So I don't think they will snap it. And that will end it. Nope, they do get the playoff. Give an opportunity for a run to number 36. I don't have him on my roster. I apologize, number 36 for McArthur. But terrific start to the 5th annual showcase. 38-21. Mandarin takes it. A fun game, terrific crowd, great atmosphere. We'll have more action for you starting next Thursday night from Western with West Broward and McEachern out of Georgia, and Chaminade Madonna against Sierra Canyon from California, right back here at McArthur High School. Both games will be on Beacon Sports. And for the entire crew, Director Pedro Chavez, Executive Producer Brandon Graham, the Broward Education Foundation, James Knapp, Sean Serra, Dr. Kevin Perry, Caitlin Taylor on the sideline, and my partner, Coach Steve Davis. I'm Ari Shannock saying so long from McArthur High School.